Hey everyone, the Talking Dads podcast is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus. Mention that you heard about them through our podcast, and when you tour, and you'll receive $25 off of your registration fee. Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together. We are also brought to you by Pub Fredo Gastropub. Pub Fredo was voted Best Gastropub in Cleveland in 2019 by Cleveland Magazine Silver Spoon Awards. We love Pub Fredo. Their menu is chef-inspired, always pushing the limits of traditional pub fare. The other night I had a burger, I believe it was called the Pub Burger. It was incredible. Cooked perfectly. It was amazing. And you won't have a problem pairing your favorite item on the menu with their great selection of local craft beers, crafted cocktails, and of course, an amazing bourbon and whiskey selection. I went with the Bullet 10-year with my Pub Burger. All of this in a cozy, fun, come-as-you-are atmosphere. You can check them out at pubfredo.com and on Facebook and Instagram at pubfredogastropub. Hey, what's up, podcast? Thanks for tuning in. This week's episode features Mike Adams, a.k.a. Biff. He's my barber. And we talked about food. That's pretty much it. But it was super entertaining. We sprinkled some dad shit in there. But at the end of the day, we mostly talked food. It's hilarious. Marco was in studio, so we kept kind of looking back and forth at him. It was a really good time. Enjoy it. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. And thanks for tuning in.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
Mike Adams, a.k.a. Biff.
Biff.
Yep. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in. You are a soon-to-be dad.
Dad in training.
You're a dad.
Yeah. I've been calling myself dad for a while.
There you go.
My wife hates it.
That's awesome. Yeah, welcome to the show. This should be fun. We always like having new dads in studio. Speaking of studio, we are here at the Collab by Notion, beautiful downtown Willoughby, as always. So welcome to our humble abode.
Thank you.
After you pour that fistful of bourbon there, why don't you give us your dad profile? We always start off by saying, you know, kind of who you are, what you do, what makes you a dad.
Oh, this is an interesting glass.
Anytime
It's hard
now.
to get used to.
Okay, what was your question?
Name, social, date of birth,
date of birth,
credit card number,
All that.
I left that in the car.
no, just like
mother's
a
maiden
kind of
name.
intro of who you are,
Okay.
in your own words.
Yeah, Mike Adams. I'm a barber. Love it. Greatest job in the world.
My barber.
Yeah, you're a barber. Come on, man.
I know. My wife does my hair. Sorry.
You said what makes me
The dad.
What makes you a dad?
I mean, I'm not a dad yet. A couple months here.
Yeah.
I have, we have 2 dogs. I'm a dog dad.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
A little bit of responsibility there. Not as much as a kid, but
Hey, man, you get them as
glad you make
puppies?
that distinction.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like, no way.
No. Yeah, but I mean, puppies are tough, man. It's a pain in the ass, but kids are.
I always say I really think dogs are a good test for people because if you can't get in a routine with a dog, are you gonna mold a human life?
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
It's a good warm up. Yeah.
For
sure.
Not that it's you can compare
Right,
it, but it's
right.
just
No, but
It's a good warm
you
up.
can start with a goldfish, then a dog.
Right.
Right.
but if you can't do the dog, then yeah,
Have you
probably
guys ever had fish?
no. I tried. It just didn't work out.
This is awful.
Yeah, they look cool. Like fish tanks look super.
They look
cool.
really cool. There's a lot of people that are really into fish tanks.
Yeah.
And
Oh, if you're into fish tanks, you're like hardcore.
dude,
into
Liz's
fish tanks.
cousin husband has like a crazy fish tank, and
Really?
it's a freshwater, and this thing is just massive. And the way he has it set up, so he has his whole basement set up. It's a bar. It's beautiful in there, and he has this amazing fish tank. And there's no filter or anything in that room, but he has it all going back into the other side of the basement, and it's just like the size of his table. Awesome. Just the whole setup's amazing. He showed me how it worked. I'm like, I don't understand. It's unbelievable.
I mean, I can see how
it's amazing how much money he puts into it too.
And, just keep going forward.
I think a saltwater tank would be kind of badass if you could.
I always hear fish tanks are a ton of work.
A ton,
dude. A ton of work.
So when Gibbs, so he's 5 now. He just turned 5. When he was not even maybe a year old, my father-in-law, like we went to like a hibachi restaurant or something like that one time, and they have the cool fish tank and everything. And
I thought you guys were like eating sushi, and he's like, I want fish.
No, we were honestly, I remember we were waiting for our table, and he was kind of fussy or whatever. So my father-in-law like took him to walk around the restaurant, like, oh, there's a fish tank, and he was like mesmerized. So like the next day, he comes over with this like fishbowl thing. And like all the like the little stones and seaweed and like
your father-in-law did,
and 2 goldfish.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I'm like, oh, cool. That's
Great.
neat. You
Yeah,
know?
sweet. How long did that last?
So we set it up, and like, I don't know, I wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
A week later, this thing smelled so fucking bad.
Dude, that smell is
It is
unbearable.
terrible.
And you have to take out everything,
And
dump the
they
water.
They just died.
Yeah.
We do it. This guy I work with, he was trying to get his daughter to get off her pacifier. So what he did was,
Gave her goldfish?
he got her, but it was something different. Like he would get her fish for each night, like the first week or something like that. But they kept dying, so he was constantly buying more fish.
They're like 30 cents.
I'm like, dude,
Right.
that sounds like a nightmare. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, go on to Amazon. They have like, they have this fish tank. It's filled up with water, but the fish are plastic, and they just float around in there.
It's not bad.
For a toddler,
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Hit that button.
and that's what she said. Yeah, and
That's
we'll
literally
hit that button.
genius.
I know.
Yeah.
So I saw, because that's what I was looking
That
at.
guy
I'm
deserves
like,
to be rich.
I'm
like,
for
you know
real.
what, man?
I wanna
It's
talk
like
to that guy.
$30, and it's like there's like little
Gladly.
bubbles and stuff, and the fish are moving around. It's like
That's
a
amazing.
genius idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, because I
No
hated
maintenance.
feeding
You don't
these
have to feed 'em.
things.
Smell like
cleaning it.
garbage.
Anytime you can deceive a child and make money, it's
100
great.
That's a great
Dude, you're going
business
to be a
to
great
get
dad.
into. You are. Deceive the children and just, you know.
just deception.
Like,
That's my
it's
plan going
literally-
forward. Is just
I'm
deception.
pretty sure we have nothing to get to offer you tonight. Like, you're good.
He's nailed it. I might as well just hit the
We're like
dad hack button
7
again. And
minutes
just,
into
let's
the
just
episode.
Shut it down. We're good to go.
You know what they say? Like they say like they do studies like lazy people technically will find the fastest and best way to do something.
Right.
That's me. Like my wife will be like, "Can you do this?" I'm like, "I'll get to it," but when I do, I promise it's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be
You know
awesome.
what I mean?
It's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome. It's gonna get done, and it's gonna get done fast.
Yeah, it's gonna be done great. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be
You're
tremendous.
gonna love
it's gonna be tremendous.
That's like when I clean the house. It's like, okay, maybe I'll clean the house. No worries. I'm just shoving stuff in like closets.
Oh, yeah.
And she finds them like a few days later. Like, what the hell is this? I'm like, hey, we were having company. I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Right.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
It looked good, didn't it?
Yeah, right.
They're not going in our closets.
I just so I think we talked about it before. We had my house on the market and it sold, but like while
again.
thank you.
Yeah.
While we were showing the house, like everything, I have this like storage area where all like my furnace and all that other bullshit is in the house, and I just shoved everything in there. Like, oh shit, someone's coming to see the house. Got to pack up and go.
Yeah.
Shove everything in there, leave, whatever. Show the house. So the house sold, and they're like, yeah, it was this week. So it sold on Friday, and they're like, yeah, the inspection's going to be Monday. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then I thought to myself,
Oh, the
the
closet
inspector's
in
got to see all the shit in that room.
In that closet in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all freaking weekend, I had to pack everything up like correctly.
Yeah.
The right
What a
way.
pain.
Just would have
What a
done this
pain.
What a
first.
pain in the ass. Ugh, it's miserable,
But yeah,
dude.
so
It's always good times.
yeah. So when is the old lady due?
Yeah. What's the
So late December, early January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was like Sam,
It's coming
Yeah.
fast.
and I was hoping. I'm like, okay, December. I want to get that return.
Yeah.
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 That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely on the,
you know what's cool? January 3rd.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. And then I'm like, okay, there goes a week of vacation, the first week of the year. I'm like, this is
Yeah, that's rough.
fantastic.
That is rough.
You bastard.
I don't know what to expect, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's days where I'm like, I got it all figured out. Like just driving to work, I'm just in my head, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be easy, And then there's other days where I'm like, I shouldn't be allowed to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Trust
I think
me.
that's supernatural.
you know what I mean?
Runs
And I
through your
figured
head.
it is,
Yeah.
Because there's days where you're super confident and you're like, whatever, dude. It's going to be tough, but I got it.
I mean, oftentimes,
know.
like, I'll be hanging out with my kids and I'll be like, why am I allowed to do this?
Yeah, this shouldn't even be happening.
As I'm like getting ready to go do the dad's podcast.
I'm gonna go convince people on this podcast
Throw
that
this
I'm a
bottle of
good
bourbon
dad.
down real quick.
Yeah, I'll convince people that I'm the best dad in the world.
Right.
And like everyone tells you, oh, get ready because your whole family's there at the hospital, everyone's celebration, everyone's visiting, and then you leave, and they say like, you're on your own.
That's
And,
a scary.
like,
that's a
you think
scary
about
moment
that, and
there.
you're
Right there.
like,
It's
I'm
tough,
gonna be there,
man.
and they're gonna be like, it's yours now. I'm like, oh shit.
That is scary because you're with the nurses and they're helping you take care of everything, and they're coming in like crazy. You have different doctors or whatever, and then they're like, hey, take care.
Oh, you signed the piece of paper? All right,
Good
see ya.
luck.
You're like, oh
See ya,
shit,
Giant
and
Eagle.
you're dying to leave. You're like dying for those papers to
Right.
sign, and you're like, okay, are they coming? And then they do, and you're like, okay, we actually have to take them home.
So which one of you comes
God
home
damn
with
it.
us?
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
yeah. Seriously,
No?
can I have a nurse for a week or a year?
you're right.
You're gonna come by and check, right?
Yeah, it's close to
Tonight
home.
around
Yeah.
8.
It is scary, man. But the thoughts though, like I remember thinking to myself, like, oh, it's easy. An infant, like they don't do anything. I'm just gonna sleep and hang out, and I'll just chill and watch TV and relax. Yeah, it was not really the case. I mean, they cry, they need things. Your wife needs a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think that's the harder dynamic. But again, so you're right. When you're going through it in your head, you're like, oh, infant can't be that tough. And then you do it, and then you're up at 3:00 in the morning, and it's a crying baby. There's nothing that can solve the issue.
Can't talk to
And you're
him.
like,
No,
what
they don't-
did I
there's
do?
nothing to help.
And then kid's gonna be like 2 years old and be like, man, remember how easy it was when he was an infant?
So you're like, oh, I wish we could go back.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely, you're always looking like.
So it gets
man,
harder and
So you're
harder.
gonna look
It does.
forward, and then you're gonna look back, and then
Well, then you look really far ahead, and you're like, God, when they go to school, when you drop them off at school for the first time,
Right.
or like, oh man, our kid's gonna be nice. Like you think about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, is my kid gonna be okay? And then
sure.
then you start thinking about even further down the line. Don't go there though; it's too scary.
Yeah.
It's natural. I mean, like, that's what we do is we try and you want to have as much control over any situation as you can. And so you start thinking about different scenarios and how can I prepare for that? And the reality is like you're going to learn as you go and then dump everything that you just learned to figure out to make room for what you're dealing with right now.
And then just forget about all that because it goes away.
Right. And it does.
Until you have
Like,
another
I
one,
remember the second kid,
and then you
I
have
was
to think,
like,
I'm like, oh my
holy
God.
shit, I forgot about this.
Yeah, I forgot I had to do this. Oh my God, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But it's that being said though, it is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's why
It
I'm
is great.
excited because everyone's like, dude, your life changes forever. And,
Yeah.
we wanted kids.
Right.
We plan on having kids. And it's just like, when you finally get there, it's exciting.
Oh, it really is, man.
100%.
It's very exciting, scary. It's everything. It's just
Yeah.
a crazy time, but it's
It's because
all
it's
worth it,
something
man.
until you do, you guys have done it, but like, you've never done that before.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, that's your kid, And then the way I look at it is like I have a job to do. Not only do I have an actual job, but like I need, like, this kid should be the center of my attention.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's always hard to balance, especially as the dude. Like we've said it a bunch of times on the show before, is moms have this natural ability to just like,
Instantly just jump right into it.
right.
yeah.
And for guys, I think it takes work.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's weird or awful to say that because it just does. Like we don't, we're not carrying the baby for 9 months or whatever to build that bond. Like
Exactly.
And it's not that like the moment the baby comes out that you're not just fucking incredibly in love and willing to do anything for that kid. That's not the case at all. Of course, that's happening.
Yeah.
But the 24/7 on your mind, whatever, that's when that starts for you. Like right now, we can go through some of the stuff that you're thinking about, but like that is nothing compared to when it's actually here. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
that I think is the adjustment.
That's why,
for guys.
you said like there's like they carry it. Like I'm obviously excited, but like her body's changing. She
Right,
feels
right.
different. Like I feel like it really doesn't hit you until
No, it's not really
there.
real.
And it
You know what I
can't.
mean?
It's not
Like,
really.
There's no
like,
way
yeah.
that it could.
Yeah, like, and not that I'm not excited. Like it's coming, and you're just like, I don't know what that is yet. You know?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like,
And they're feeling
crazy.
it right away
Right.
with everything. So it's
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty amazing. But yeah, then go ahead.
she literally turned into me. Like her hormones changed, and she was like on my eating schedule, which is like every 2 to 3 hours. That's how I keep my shape. Like,
You know,
Beautiful.
when people
It's
do every
beautiful.
2 to 3 hours, it's like tiny meals.
yeah, no, it's large.
Oh.
It's full.
It's large.
It's definitely something savory followed by something sweet, followed by a couple glasses of milk if I can do that. You know,
Big milk guy.
Milk guy.
dude. Okay, water's number 1, milk's number 2. Are we gonna go into food right now?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Oh god.
I mean,
yeah.
big fan of food here.
Yeah,
We should have
water-
taken bets to see how long it would take for us to get into food.
Yeah, what are we 10 minutes in?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, water, milk, and then Gatorade. That's the big 3 for me.
Okay.
Remember Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he had the fruit punch in the
Yeah,
water?
yeah,
yeah.
2% milk in the water fountain for me.
Oh, man, that is funny, man.
Running through. Yeah.
Wow. Are
Well,
you a
you're
milk guy?
luck.
God, I love milk so much.
You do. You do. I'm not a huge fan of milk.
And my wife doesn't, so that carton is all mine. Pop the fridge open.
For
Carton.
another
Okay,
few
you want
months.
to? I was gonna say, let me tell you something.
Oh, I'll get two.
My refrigerator is filled with milk, and none of it's for me.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's for my wife and my kids because my wife loves cereal, and
yeah.
the kids love milk,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes fast.
It does go fast.
The only time I like milk, to get back on the food topic, is if I'm having, let's go with cookies,
Yeah, of course.
dipping some Oreos in there. By the way, a little hack. I don't know if you do this. You probably do. Maybe you don't. You know how you dip your Oreos and you hold them in there? Fork it.
Yeah,
You
fork it.
it.
This
My dude, man.
guy knows.
I knew he knew. I had a feeling he knew.
It's a gift and a curse.
Did you know about that? You put the fork in the cream, and then you hold the fork in there. You just hold it, and then it doesn't fall apart in your fingers.
You get full submersion.
You do.
100% coating.
It's amazing. It is unreal. It's
Fucking
the best.
scientific over
I mean,
here.
you know how many Oreos you can eat when you're dipping them in milk.
You
It's
do.
dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Sleeves are gone.
Oh,
Like,
it happens fast. I got the double stuffed birthday cake last week.
yeah, that's no problem.
Now they're gone.
Yeah.
Quick, all me.
That's incredible. Well, good news for you is, you know, a year into it or so when they start drinking actual milk versus like formula or breast milk, whatever.
There's gonna be a lot of milk.
You're just going to have milk all the time.
Love it.
just double
great.
up.
I need to honestly need to cut back a little bit so I can afford to drink that much milk. You know, if there's gonna be extra milk around. Because
Yeah.
it's one of those things where if it's in the house, I don't go out and buy it. I mean, sometimes I do, but
Right.
if it's not around, I'm okay. But my wife laughs because if she buys a gallon of milk, because she does like cereal, so she doesn't drink it, but she'll use it for cereal. But if she buys it, dude, I think one time I put a gallon of milk down in less than a day.
That is
Like,
incredible.
That's uncanny. Have you ever done the gallon chug challenge?
No, but honestly, I say this, and I think I could because I think my body has a high tolerance for milk. We can make that happen.
We can make that happen.
We
can
need to
make
make
that-
this happen.
we can
I
make
I
that
can't
happen.
do it. I know I can't do it because I can't even do water. I can't even
Right, a
imagine
gallon
milk.
of anything.
Is it a gallon in an hour? Or what is it?
I thought it was a chug.
Oh, I got to straight chug it? No. Yeah, pass.
Maybe it's an
know.
hour.
Maybe it is an hour. I don't know.
We'll have to look that up.
Isn't there like
Hey,
some kind of sign? Yeah.
can you look that up for
Like,
us
you
over there?
where's our
Hey,
guy?
Jamie, can you check out that
Jamie.
video of that guy
Yeah,
chugging the bottle of
young
milk?
Jamie. Can you pull up that video of that ostrich?
Maybe it is
Dude,
an
the
hour.
guy
I
that
don't
chugged
know. I
it.
thought there was like a scientific
Murderer.
thing like that your
Yeah.
body
they say you
seriously
can't,
do handle
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and that's
There's
why
other
I'm
things,
interested
too.
to see if I literally.
I would love
I'm a
to.
borderline food superhero.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Jamie, can you go to the grocery
Like,
store
I've
real quick and
adapted.
grab a gallon of milk, please?
And now, like, can it be skim milk? I feel like that would
You're
probably be
You're a
easier.
2% guy. I think go with skim.
I am an every type of guy. Depends on the situation. It's like the way you guys do bourbon, I do milk.
Okay, all right.
We're down. Yeah. Okay, hold
So
on.
grab it.
Warned you about
grab
that.
it. Did it go up?
I think.
Nope.
Okay, are we there?
Nope, we're not.
Nope,
Oh,
you're not
God.
there.
Did you
Hold
throw
on.
it?
Yep.
There.
60 minutes? Okay,
Okay,
so
we
you have
can
an
do
hour.
it.
It's 60 minutes. That's tough. That's not easy.
I think he might be able to do it. Let's just do this.
I mean,
I'll try. I'll give
whether or
I'll
not
give-
he
I'll
can
give
do it is irrelevant.
I'll give it my
Just
all.
trying
just
would
doing
be
it.
great.
I would love to see
Yeah, and the
it.
puke's hilarious. So either way, you guys win. You know.
There will be puke.
But yeah, I mean, you've got your whole milks that you should really be, eating with your cereal. It's super dense, and it's like a dessert. Your 2% would be. Your 2% would be
Wait, hold on. I love that it's that you should be. Like, if you're not, you're fucking wrong.
yeah. You're basically an idiot if you're not using it for that.
I've been fucking up.
Whole milk with Lucky Charms. You're welcome. Or Fruity Pebbles. Unreal. So then you want your 2% for with dinner, with a meal, and then your skim is just purely for drinking.
I like skim.
Yeah, skim's
I'm
great.
a big fan.
Yeah.
Close to
I mean,
water.
we never have skim. Like, it's always we
2%
get like 2%
probably.
now. Yeah,
Yeah, 2%'s good.
but I don't.
I mean, whatever's there. I'll
Every
drinking
once
it.
in a while, Gibbs will ask for like some real chocolate milk. Like normally when we give him
okay, well,
chocolate
there you
milk,
go.
we just like fill this thing up and just like like just a little
Yeah.
little dab of chocolate sauce in there.
So we're talking Hershey syrup.
But yeah, right. And so if every once in a while he'll do something that deserves a little reward, and so I'll make him like a good chocolate milk.
How long are we holding it?
A good 4 to 7 seconds. Like
Solid.
a good
Solid.
Like gotta really mix that shit up.
You guys ever mess with the Hershey Special Dark?
No, dude.
Do that. Yeah, do that. With whole milk, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, with whole milk. It's for mixing, you know.
What about
Wait,
strawberry?
do you need whole milk for chocolate milk?
You should. Its flavor's going to be better. Yeah. Higher in calories, more sugar in there. Yeah. It just works well.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're
taking
learning
us
a
to
lot
school
here.
here,
I love
man.
this.
I like it. I appreciate it. So, what if you made
Yeah,
like a
this is what
homemade
I'm useful for.
milkshake? You're going straight whole if you're doing like a.
You should do whole milk.
Yeah, I guess
would.
I knew the answer to that, but
Yeah.
just asking
I would
because
do
I do that from time to time.
Yeah. I mean, any
Put it in the Ninja.
Yeah,
Get
Ninjas
yourself a
are-
good homemade
I
milkshake.
haven't done that in a long,
Ninjas are
long time.
great. Yeah.
So good, man.
Everyone has a Ninja, and everybody was going to do a cleanse at one time.
Dude, I have a lot of ninja
Do you
stuff.
want to know why I got a Ninja? My bachelor party was in New Orleans, and I wanted to make grenades.
Oh yeah.
So there was a drink
What's
in
a-
New
what's a
Orleans.
grenade?
Oh man, if I can remember the ingredients. So I had to buy a special bottle of this green shit. It was like the
Yeah.
flavor.
It's
Came
like a
from New Orleans.
sour
Yeah,
apple.
sour-
Yeah, sour apple
but
type thing, and then you
But
put
it's
like
not just like a pucker. Like it's different.
yeah, it's
Pucker's
sweet.
great,
It's
by the
sweet, and then you put
Yeah.
like grain alcohol in there, and then like
There's
what
like
else?
6 or 7 different types of liquor in there.
It's
isn't
very
there?
strong. So I made it. I forgot what I made it for. I think it might have been your diaper party.
No, it was. Maybe it was.
But yeah, I got one to make
The grenades.
grenades.
No, you got it for your rehearsal dinner.
Did I really?
Yeah, because
Oh, 'cause I made grenades.
Because you made grenades right
That's
after we
why I
came back
did
from
it.
your bachelor party. It was your rehearsal dinner at your mom's house. We had the pizza guy.
To be honest, you know why I probably really got it was because it was probably on the registry for the one thing that I picked out.
I mean,
Nice.
they make good products. We have the Ninja coffee bar.
Don't you have the air
We
fryer?
have the air fryer. We have the blender. I have the
He has a Ninja
the
kitchen.
single serve
The
blender.
entire kitchen, Ninja Kitchen.
The single serve
Sponsored.
blender's solid.
like
Like the little bullet type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's what we
I
ended
use
up
that a
going with
lot.
because we got rid of the big one because I
Yeah,
never
I
used
never
it.
use it.
So we got the
Yeah.
bullet.
Yeah.
Nice.
The bullet just sounds like a vibrator.
Those things are
but
totally
pretty
kick
sure.
ass, though. I mean,
They are. They're
powerful.
good.
Like when you finally get like a good blender, you're like, okay.
Oh, I got the
This one
crock
works.
pot too.
Ninja kitchen,
Yeah.
Ninja
Ninja sink, Ninja
Ninja
refrigerator,
sink.
Ninja.
I don't have a sink.
Ninja dishwasher,
What do those do?
Ninja countertop.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja, oh, I'm gonna start getting into video games with me right now.
All right, so Biff, you guys found out the
Yeah.
gender of your baby.
Yeah, everybody should know.
Everybody knows.
I mean-
so you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, yeah, it's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Eats a
Hey-o.
boy.
Eats a boy. And a
Bob,
baby
we had a
eats a
baby.
boy.
It's a boy. It's a boy.
That's awesome, man. Congrats. Happy. I mean, obviously, everyone's happy no matter what.
For sure.
But-
For
Of
sure.
course. I honestly
But-
wanted a girl, but you know, I have to have a boy, so
I guess I don't have to deal with it.
yeah.
So you're stoked.
Super pumped.
Did you guys have a gender reveal party?
We did not.
No? Okay.
Thankfully, those kind of drifted away.
They kind of did a little bit,
And
huh?
also, subconsciously, I drove it in for the last 10 years. That would not happen.
Yeah, understandable. I think they were like hot and heavy for a while
Yeah,
there.
when they were hot, I get it. But now it's like,
Dude, we had a blast at least Gibson's gender reveal party. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We did
oh, you
fireworks.
can get rowdy.
They did
We had-
fireworks.
We did wings, subs, and cupcakes, and then we
Nice.
did. It was
It was
in the winter.
Yeah, it was
It was
cold.
like
it was
January.
snowing.
It was Liz's birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was snowing,
Yeah.
and yeah, because I remember going in the backyard because I had found out before
Yeah.
because I went by in the backyard and I went to go see the fireworks.
Oh, so you knew.
I found out, yeah. So his
He knew before
dad
me.
and his father-in-law
Oh, really?
were like,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, I'm like, what's going on, guys? They're like, oh, it's Steve. Yeah, come here. We'll tell you what it is. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So
Yeah.
they told me right then and shot off some fireworks and it
Yeah.
was pretty badass.
That was
Sweet.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Drink some
big blue
bourbon.
fireworks. How pumped were you?
Purple.
The
stuff going
fireworks
off.
came out purple. I was confused as fuck.
Like, so
We're letting you choose.
Yeah, right.
don't assume it's gender. Yeah, so
Can't take it. He's losing his mind.
But
Great
yeah,
audience
man, we had a
tonight.
big fire going, and like I said, end of
oh
January.
yeah, they had the fire thing too.
And
That
we
was pretty
drank. We
badass.
passed a bottle of Blanton's around.
Oh my god, yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
Oof.
it was awesome.
yeah. It was,
Killed a bottle of Blanton's
Got
in
pretty
like
rough that night.
30 minutes between like 6 or 8 of us. Just
In
like kept passing.
January.
Yeah. We're all in like
keep you
t-shirts
warm.
and shit like that.
Yeah, we're
'cause
sitting
we're
by the
all in
fire.
like pink or blue t-shirts,
Yeah.
and
that was fun, man.
it was a good time. So, but they did kind of get out of hand, like the gender reveal parties.
Yeah, well, I'm not against them. I just didn't want to throw everything on social media. Just with the way
Right,
things
right.
are nowadays, it's like,
I don't think any of our stuff was on, but I
Yeah.
mean that was also. I mean, not that social media wasn't around, but like.
Yeah. Well,
It got. I feel like it got bigger after that.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, there was no Instagram.
yeah.
It got big. It was there, but not like it is now.
I'm sure we would
Speaking
have
of
had
Instagram,
Yeah.
I'm sure we would have had a small something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But COVID.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
we really didn't even have the option.
and that's another thing. So that's a question I have for you then is, so you guys are doing the appointments and everything. Are you able to go with your wife to her appointments? Or are they kind of...
So her doctor, I haven't been able to go yet.
Okay.
But then when we found out the gender, there's like this third party doctor's office. It was in like Seven Hills, like Parma over there.
Okay.
They let me in
Okay.
to find out. It's not like
that's cool.
It's not her official doctor. It was
Right.
like $100 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I guess she said like the next.
So that was like the genetic test or something like that,
It was
where you do like the
ultrasound.
whole thing.
No,
yeah,
it
but
was-
they do like I don't know. Isn't there like an
There
extra
is one
test that
you can do one earlier
so
where
you
you
can
can find
out
out
earlier?
You can find out
Yeah, there is
everything,
one.
like to see if there's
So
the genetic
that
test.
one we didn't do because it wasn't under our insurance.
Right.
So either you do or you don't. But the next, her actual doctor's appointment for the next one, they said I'll be able to go.
Oh, cool.
That's cool,
To
man.
those.
Yeah.
That's good because
I think they just kind of wait till it's like, I guess, further along. 'Cause in
Right.
the beginning, they're like, yeah, you're pregnant. Put your feet up. You know what I mean?
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool to be able to go to those first ones, and I've been kind of wondering that myself. Is like during all this, I know that they're not allowing
We
people
had
in.
somebody.
Yeah.
Well, Nick was
Yeah,
saying he couldn't go to anything, and then he was like one of the first people to be able to go in for the
Right. It was like the first
to find
week,
out the sex. Yeah,
the first week,
the
they
20-week
allowed.
appointment.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was super cool. Like, I think she was 14, and they said they can do them as soon as 13. So she was 14, I think 15 weeks when we got it done. And I mean, seeing it was like, it was cool.
It's pretty
It
cool.
really was.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 100%.
And like, stereotypically enough, everyone's like, "Oh, that's my kid," So the ultrasound is him sitting facing forward, and he's just sitting there, not moving.
Just chilling
And
there.
I'm like, okay, it's
Yes.
probably a
Dunkin'
dude.
Oreos.
Yeah, like he's
Whole
just
milk,
sitting there,
obviously.
So then they get her up, they move her around. She's taking laps. I'm walking with her, trying to get the baby to move in the position they need to see it in. Come back
That is hilarious.
again. He's just chilling. He's not moving.
He's like, nah.
And then we do it again. We get up, walk around, come back, and then he's sitting on his back with his feet up, sucking his thumb. And I'm like, okay, it's got to be a boy. That's not a girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what I do at home.
He's like, that's
You know
me.
what I mean?
That is me.
Instead
That's
of the
mine.
thumb, it's a dip bottle. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then again, they had to move him because they couldn't see, down
yeah.
there. So like the fourth time, they finally, saw it, and I kind of stole her thunder. Kind of felt bad, but not really, because I just was sitting. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm looking for anything in the shape of a penis.
Yeah.
So, flip them around, they see it. I'm like, that's it. And she just looks at me and she's like, I'm like, yes.
Wow, that's pretty
That's
impressive.
awesome. That is impressive.
I'm like,
'cause
there
when
it is.
I didn't know
when
what
they're
the fuck
showing
I
that
was
blob,
looking
I'm
at.
like,
Yeah.
there's his arm, and that's his fingers.
I
and
saw
I'm like,
2 legs, and I saw something there. I'm like,
Really?
that better be a penis. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I think they're more clear. They say like it's always getting better.
it probably, it's got to
be.
be, it makes
Yeah.
sense, because I
It's
don't
only
remember.
been 5 years. I mean, it's not like I had a kid 30 years
I
ago.
know. Yeah, you old man.
Yeah, right.
Hey, man, stuff changes
But I guess
quick.
stuff does change.
But
Yeah,
that's what
like,
they
I
even
don't know.
said. They said like you wouldn't believe how clear it is compared to even like 10 years ago. Or
Really?
something,
Well, because like my kid was at 20 weeks is when we did ours, right? Like, isn't that the normal?
Yeah, it's the norm, yeah.
So
That's the
if you
official,
went
yeah.
6 weeks before that,
Yeah. They said as early as 13.
Amazing.
Do it. Yeah.
good for you.
And they're making
Cut
money.
the eye.
Hand over fist.
That's true, too.
They're
Yeah.
just getting people in there that want to know.
Yeah, I wonder if those places too have just better equipment than your normal doctor's office.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
Probably.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. $100 a pop. They're like,
Yeah,
I
that's
got to do like what, 10 a day? Easily.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, really,
right.
though, man.
Probably
Those
more.
appointments are pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they said it can be as fast as 2 minutes, or we
Yeah.
were there for like an hour trying to get the baby to move. We would leave the room, and then they have another girl come in, and like, because we were kind of not frustrated, but like, oh, we really want to know, like we can't wait. And a girl would walk in, we'd hear them cheer, and she'd walk out. We're like, that was quick, like, and then like, so yeah, you could turn them around quick, I guess.
Business.
Yeah, what a business.
Solid. So that's cool.
Barbershop.
Right.
I see him. Wheels are turning over there.
All right, so you're having a boy, end of the year, early next year, somewhere in there. What are your challenges so far between you and the wife?
Nothing.
What are you talking about? You guys know what you're naming him? Do you guys know
Ooh, name. Good question.
all that kind of stuff?
Right. So I am. Well, there's a couple options.
I mean, you don't have to reveal the names.
No. I'm my name's. People call me Biff. My name's Michael. My dad's name is Michael. My grandpa's name was Michael. I think either his father or his grandfather was named Michael. So we have this long line of Michaels.
A long line of Michaels.
So I can either continue that tradition or break it. So Michael is option, not number one, but it's an option.
Yeah.
1A.
She said no to Han Solo.
Damn it.
Dead serious. I was like, Han, I don't care. I'll do that. But I got her on Luke. She likes Luke, and it's biblical.
Yeah.
You know?
Luke's a good name.
So Luke's up there. You say before you even have kids, I'm like, oh, I want 3 kids. You know,
Right.
You guys are like, yeah, sure, dude. You have
Yeah,
no
right.
idea. Like, you have no idea. Yeah, I'm sure you do. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, we could just start with Michael. Middle name Angelo, and then Leonardo, and Donatello,
Dude.
and Raphael. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
I'm like, am I banking on 4 kids? You know what I mean? Because I would do it. I don't care.
That would be pretty cool.
I'm like a celebrity who names their kid Apple or side table. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'll do it.
A couple different stories about that is, so we had Gary on, Keladukin,
Yeah.
and his girls are named Quinn, for Harley Quinn, and then, can't remember now. I shouldn't have brought it up because now I don't remember.
Damn it. Yeah, you're right.
I get where you're going with it.
But
though.
it's
That's
another.
cool.
It's a
He lays
Star
a big-
Wars. The other one's a Star Wars reference, and I can't remember what it is now.
He's a big movie
Chief.
buff.
Leah,
No,
Layla.
no.
What's the? Oh, I was gonna say
It's
Ray,
it's Kyla.
Kylo.
but no. Kyla. That's
Kyla.
right. Good job.
Like Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I like it, man.
So that's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
And then actually, daycare business and all that. We had twins, boy and a girl, come in one time. That was Luke and Leia.
That's yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That would be the plan. That's
That would be-
Anybody,
that's
pretty
anybody
ideal.
would ever
amazing.
name
Yeah.
a set of twins Cain and Abel?
I've never seen it, but
That'd be rough.
That would be a rough one.
yeah.
Be like, hey, let me tell you the
break the
history of
cycle.
Cain and Abel real quick, buddy.
But
So I
Luke
have
and
to kill
Leia, I
my
was like, all
brother.
right, discount because I need these kids here.
Yeah. I just
I need
feel
this.
I feel something in the force.
Yeah, the force is
Yeah.
with them. I could feel it.
It was funny. I told her, I said, well, let's do Luke, and then if the second kid's a girl, like it has to be Leia. And she's like, no. She's like, but I'll do Layla. So I'm thinking,
Hey,
I'm like, okay.
You know what? You can work with that.
Yeah,
though.
I can work with that. By work with that, I mean like I could probably push Leia on her eventually.
Right.
You know
Or
what
just
I mean?
call her
Start
Leia
with
regardless.
that.
Regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's for short, babe. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
Yeah, my L's drag. So I
Yeah.
yeah. Out. Yeah.
Happens every time.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would definitely be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's
the
Big Star Wars guy, huh?
Yeah, I love Star
Oh
Wars.
yeah.
Yeah. How could you not?
I mean,
It's just
Well, I
it's
mean, there's people
magical.
that
It's the
don't.
best.
I mean, every time I sit down in his chair, we somehow talk about Star Wars, and then
Yeah.
like I'm a fan.
You know
but
what?
like I've told you before, like I'm not a super fan to where I couldn't tell you like the history behind
Yeah.
whatever.
No.
But I like the movies
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do enjoy the movies, but I watched Spaceballs the other night.
I popped
was-
it on and fell asleep, but I really wanted to watch it. you know?
So that happened to me. I started watching, I fell
Wait,
asleep,
have
and then I continued it the next night.
Have you never seen Spaceballs,
I've literally never seen Spaceballs.
bro?
Son of a bitch!
I know. There
Dude,
are.
Oh God!
There's actually a list of movies that I pretend that I've seen.
Come on, Dusty.
There is a large list of movies that I pretend to see because I know people are like, "Come on, dude."
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
And
It's
I don't like pretend to like, "Oh yeah, for sure that part." I'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that." Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
totally.
Dude, I guess
I don't
I
want
I gotta go over here real quick.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the. You know what I mean?
We
you don't
talked
even
for like
catch shit for
6
it.
months, but that he had never seen Tombstone.
Yeah, I admitted that though. I
So,
said
yeah,
I've
he
never seen
admitted it.
Tombstone.
And so I got him actually Tombstone. Was it your
Yeah.
wedding present or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that?
it
like
was
I
great.
had a
I
cut
remember that, yeah.
scheduled in. And I was
I
like,
loved
dude.
it.
So,
I
what'd
found
you
it-
think of the movie?
Tombstone was amazing.
Amazing.
So good.
Amazing.
It still took him months to actually watch it. Like there
I
was,
was busy.
like the
No.
excuse. The excuse was like,
busy.
bro, it was on Showtime, but like there was no rewind feature.
Yeah, I
and
couldn't
I'm like,
rewind, and I'm not gonna.
it was-
I'm not
it
gonna
was
start, I'm gonna start in the
1
middle of it.
There's commercials,
Yeah.
dude. I
If
don't
I'm
watch
gonna-
commercials.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna half-ass
So
it. I'm gonna
bring
watch
it
it all the way
Blu-ray or
through.
I
DVD
ran out
or
of
whatever.
chew that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
God.
My
good.
leg hurts.
Yeah. Didn't get much sleep the night
I was
before.
hungry.
But then you finally watched
I
it.
can believe it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's
So
it
good.
was-
I'm glad
it was
you
great.
did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
'Cause it's fantastic.
Man, such a good movie.
So
Doc
no
Holliday is my
Spaceballs.
favorite. Spaceballs, though, man. Finish
Now
it.
let me ask you a question. Because I popped it on because I'm like, it's there. I saw it. It just
Right.
was right in front of my face. I popped on Netflix. It was right there. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I should finally watch this. I'm sure.
Right.
Is it as good as everyone says it is?
it's hilarious. It's
So I haven't
it's very,
seen it in 10
So
years.
when I watched it
probably.
last week, that was the first time I've seen it in a very long time, and it's really good. I think it's something you should watch.
I mean,
it's very funny. It's a classic.
Classic
It's
80s like satire, right? Like
it's just some of the shit in there is just hilarious.
Because like sometimes when you finally see something, and especially if it's an older movie that you kind of grew up with,
Yeah.
you definitely have a different feeling.
well, absolutely.
towards
So
it,
if you watch a movie
know?
again, you know, like you remember a movie that you used to love and you thought it was the best movie ever, and you watch it again, you're like, this movie's fucking garbage.
Right.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
And also when people are telling you how good it is, so they're talking it up, it's you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's gotta be the best movie ever, and then you watch it and it's kind of a
it's like
disappointment.
parenting.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey man, it's the best thing in the world, man. It's the best time ever.
Love it.
So worth it, dude. Just watch it. I mean,
Yeah, you should definitely
just
watch
watch
it,
if
though.
you have the time. I know you're a busy guy and you're hungry and
I'll tell you what, I'll
busy.
paint a picture for you. Get yourself a gallon of whole milk.
Okay. Ooh.
Oreos. Get
Yourself not a sleeve, but a whole package.
Okay.
Get the king size. Get the big one.
Double stuffed or mega stuffed.
You know, I've never had
Are you-
mega stuff.
Are you a mega stuff guy?
As much stuff as I can get.
I like it.
So good, dude.
It's so
That's
good.
not shocking. at
That
all,
cream in the
actually.
middle. Look at me. Dude, I'll say it. Look, I stepped on the scale after COVID. I am 285 pounds,
Yeah.
and it does not feel good.
No, I know it doesn't.
I mean, it
I've
feels
been
good
there.
because it was fun getting there, but
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
It was a tough time.
It only gets harder. So
Oh, great. I know. That's why I'm like, I really should come back before this kid gets here.
yeah, yeah, you should, because I think I was 270 something when my first kid was born, and it took me, I don't know, until after my second was born to finally start trying to get into a scenario, and then it's just hard to keep with it because you're so fucking busy.
You're literally busy.
It's tough to get back into a routine. I mean, you can't really do too much for yourself at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're exhausted.
Right.
But you get back to it. I mean, it's not all terrible. I mean, obviously
No,
it's going to be
not at
tough.
all.
yeah.
But if you start now with like, hey, this is my time, then it'll be easier to say, hey, babe,
Yeah.
I need to take this even 45 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the thing with working out. It just seems like such a pain in the ass. Like when I was in a routine of doing it all the time, it was fine. But be like, oh, you just need a half hour. Do a quick workout at home. I'm
Right.
like, I don't want to. No.
It's the getting there.
It's
Once
getting
you
there.
Start.
Once you get that
it's
routine, you
great.
get that first week down. It's
Dude,
good.
I've
But
been doing
it's
that
so
with
hard
this
to get
run.
to.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
doing
you're
this,
doing.
th-
You're
this
running.
thing, and like
Oh yeah, it's
getting my shoes on is the hardest part.
Right?
Once I'm out, I'm like, all right, I'm fine.
great. Yeah.
Do you do it first thing in the morning?
Varies.
Okay, so like that was my
I
thing.
prefer
Like
to go in the morning,
yeah,
but
because when I would work out, it was always before work. So the hardest thing ever was getting my feet on the ground. Like
Yeah.
as soon as the alarm goes off, it's like I got another 2 hours.
what I found is the best
Yeah, I can
actually.
sleep or I can get up.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Because as soon as your feet, like if you could stand up and get your feet on the ground, then you're up, and it's like, okay, I'm going.
What I found like the best over these last couple weeks is midday, like a lunchtime.
anything's the best.
Like, you know, yeah,
Well, not many. Yeah, middays.
not like middle, like the 3-4 o'clock, but like at
But like a lunch
11, like 11:30, 12, something like that, where I normally do a lunch hour to get out there, because then I'm like I have energy afterwards.
For sure.
But like last week, I had the kids all day,
good point.
and so I wasn't going until like 10 o'clock at night, and that is just brutal
That's
because I was up
probably
till
exhausting.
I was
That's
up till
miserable.
2:30, 3
Well,
o'clock in the
then you're
morning,
like,
and then I'm
your
up
heart's
again at
pumping,
6.
man. You're feeling great.
Yeah.
It's like I want to do something
Yeah.
else. What else can I
You
get
that
into?
energy going.
Right.
Yeah.
That is,
But,
that's true.
you do what you can, right?
I really need to get back into some type of routine. I've been looking for weights. I wanted to get a bike.
Yep.
That's impossible.
happening.
Then I'm like, oh, well, I guess it's another excuse for me to not do anything
Yeah.
because I can't work out without weights.
Right, of
I
course.
mean, I
You're
definitely
a-
can,
you're a
but I'm
power-
like,
you're a
I'm a
power
power
lifter.
lifter, dude. Look at me. I'm a beast,
I need
dude.
plates. Where are the
Where are the
plates?
plates at, bro? I gotta do my squats. I don't
Yeah,
skip
you
leg day.
find something. You can only put 200 pounds on there.
Your wife's like, that's plenty. You're like, what are you talking about?
Well, that's what Liz says. She's like, you could use my weights. I'm like, 20 pounds.
What they can do with 20 pounds?
What is this? Yeah, I'm just eating Doritos. She's like, well, you could use them. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go watch Netflix for a while.
You're like, I have this documentary I really want to
Yeah, I
dive into.
really need to get into it. Everybody's been
It's for
talking
the
about
podcast.
it. Yeah, it's for the podcast. It's
Yeah,
for the
right,
cast, babe.
right.
You're not
It's for the
kids.
cast.
It's for the podcast.
Come on.
Oh,
That
man.
is true, man.
Yeah, weights are flying off the market, man. They're expensive.
Yeah.
I love
Weights
it.
and bikes.
Bikes.
I really wanted
Yeah.
a bike.
So like toilet paper is going out of sale, you know, when the COVID
Toilet
hit. And
paper
then
is the
weights,
most-
which makes weights
Weights-
make sense.
weights make sense,
Everyone's at
completely.
home, gyms are closed, and then bikes out of nowhere just flying.
Yeah.
How
Dude,
does
everybody's
that
like, I'm
work?
just gonna go for bike
Anything-
rides.
Anything to get outside, right?
So that's what it
Like,
was. People
yeah.
are just like, oh,
People
I'm
are
gonna ride
like,
my bike all the time.
Yeah, some type of exercise. I mean, or just go out and do something.
Is there just going to be a surplus of bikes next summer? Everyone trying to dump them
Probably.
off?
Yeah, you're probably gonna be able to go on like the marketplace or whatever.
Hey, let's start flipping bikes.
We should, man. Start doing garage
I'm
sales.
talking to you.
Yeah, right.
Let's go do the be like scrappers. We'll just drive around looking for bikes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be garage sales and bikes everywhere.
I'll be honest with you. I stopped at a garbage can last week. And I saw a bike. I'm like, that looks nice. And I get up there and the gear shifter's all ripped off and the brakes. I'm like, I'm not fucking. I'm like, oh, maybe I can fix that.
Of course.
Maybe I can fix that. No, it'll end up in the back of the garage. I'm never gonna touch it.
That's one of those things like I could do it. I just don't feel like it.
Yeah. I could work on the bike today and
could
fix
do
it.
that.
I bet they're gonna be in stock any day.
Yeah,
now.
dude, I mean, oh man, it's
I should call my guy for the
July.
keys.
It's mid-July.
And I'm only gonna use it for a couple of months, so
Right,
it's gonna be
right.
cold and snowing before we know
You
it.
talk yourself into it walking up, and then talk yourself out of it.
Oh,
backing
yeah.
I
up.
do the same thing shopping though.
Oh,
You ever
yeah.
go to the store like and you start grabbing things? You're like, I'll grab this. I'll
Oh,
get this. And you're
yeah.
like, no.
Yeah.
Nah. And then I just walk out of the store with nothing. Maybe like
I've never
a
done
Slim
that,
Jim.
actually.
I mean,
Yeah, I usually
like a Slim Jim or
There's
something.
something's
Like, yeah,
coming
something
out.
or
Right,
something.
right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't want to look like I'm stealing something because that
Little
looks
payday.
suspicious.
Of course, you're
So, like,
guilty
well, that
immediately.
guy, and he's wearing a mask. I think he just robbed us.
Right. Yeah. Thief.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, you got to buy something.
I love when I go to the store and I'm like on that health kick for it's like 2
Oh,
days. It's
yeah.
like 2 days.
Yeah, I get
But
there.
you're like, yeah, okay, this is organic, you know. This is
Mm-hmm.
And then it all just goes bad.
Yeah,
And
well,
my, and my
yeah.
wife doesn't even eat it because she can eat whatever the hell she wants.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
That's true though, man. I've done that so many times. I'm like, oh, I'll make these sandwiches. Like, I'll make these like,
this is my go-to.
I'll get the bean sprouts and
I throw
all
out
this
more
stuff.
kale and spinach
Oh,
than.
dude. I've done it so many times.
so many
man.
heads of lettuce just
Yeah.
gone bad.
It's like, yeah, that's garbage. I'm not eating
I'll
that.
chop that up. I'll clean it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have salads all week.
Make
It's gonna
a
be
couple nice
great.
I'm gonna do
salads.
salads.
I'm gonna prep some
I'm
salads.
gonna prep some salads
Yeah.
and I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
chicken. Nothing
Yeah.
but chicken, and I'm sick of chicken. Like,
I'm gonna
in
have a
week.
6-pack by Friday. You know?
It's not working. I'm going back to the,
Yeah.
the snacks. Fuck
I
it.
tell you what, though, after what was that last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, when we had a coach on,
Yeah.
I made 6 chicken breasts and I rubbed them with the dry rub.
Yeah.
And I ate every single one of them over that week. Like it was that's so good.
It's when I was like doing that when I had my meal plan. I think after a while, man, I just got so sick of like
Yeah.
just chicken. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's easy to get sick of.
Yeah, I mean, I was just doing.
I had
it
no
different
variety.
ways.
I'm
I
not
was
like I'm not
doing a little
cook.
wrap.
I'm
I
not
was
a good
doing-
cook.
yeah.
And then I'm like, I'll hit a drive-through.
Well, the nice thing about the air fryer that we were talking about, though, is I'll just throw them in there for like 3 minutes and it's
the
nice
air
and
fryers.
warm.
I
It's
need to get an
perfect.
air fryer. I
Oh,
don't
it's
have one.
awesome.
I know.
It's awesome.
I know.
Yeah, I don't have the
Way
counter
better
space
than
for
the
it.
pressure
Yeah, counter
cooker.
space stuff, man.
We did the pressure cooker for a little while. No good.
I had the pressure
Really?
cooker.
People swear by that.
People were all
Like,
about
Wait,
it.
what's
That's
that thing
the
called?
Instapot?
The
Yeah,
Instapot.
the Instapot. Yeah,
I
had
was
that.
for like, dude, I was cooking. Man, I was like Emerald. I was making everything.
bam,
man. Boom.
everywhere.
I had 4 meals in one night. I don't even know why I made them. I watched a YouTube
because
video.
you could. Just because you could.
Dude, I watched a YouTube video and this girl was like, "Oh, easy recipes." I'm like, she made 4 different things. I made all of them in one night. And I'm just sitting there, and Liz, I'm like, "Babe, you gotta try this." She goes, I'm not really hungry. I'm like sitting at the table with 4 meals in front of me. I'm just eating all of them.
just try a little bit
Yeah,
of
I'm like,
this,
just try a little bit of this
that.
one. Let's pack this away. I'll eat that tomorrow,
You're
which
like,
I
I'm the
didn't.
greatest chef ever.
Oh, I felt
I should
amazing.
quit my job. Like,
I'm gonna open a business.
yeah.
I need 3 of these, and I'll make meals all day.
Yeah. These are my
But
go-tos.
it didn't happen. That thing's just sitting in the cabinet, and I haven't touched it in a very long time.
Yeah, I haven't touched. Well, ever since we got the air fryer,
The air fryer. Damn
So
it, man.
good.
The air
It's
fryer.
so good.
That's all I hear is how good the air fryer
it's
is.
amazing.
No, maybe I'll give it a
Make
go.
bacon and chicken and I actually did a steak in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the
Do
best.
you have to do like tater tots? Because I love tots.
crushed
and
tater tots and onion rings,
French
Oh,
fries.
yeah.
Can you do like dried fruit, like fresh fruit and dried out in those air fryers, or not really meant to do that? Like a dehydrator?
Oh.
I'm not your guy to talk about.
Well, here's me thinking like.
That's what I'm going to get into. I think I'm going to do the whole thing here. And I'm
Here's me thinking like, well, if I get one, like,
No, bro, I'm talking onion rings and tater tots.
loaded tater tots.
I don't know if you went down that path yet.
No,
you know?
I have not.
Yeah.
You make
There
all
may
those
be.
things, you throw them all together on top of
Yeah.
your tots.
Yeah.
Bacon, cheese,
Ooh.
chives.
beer cheese. Speaking of beer cheese, have you guys been to Hofbrauhaus?
Oh
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a couple years,
The
but
beer cheese,
It's good,
with
man.
that big ass pretzel.
it's so good.
So
yeah.
good.
I just,
good.
I
Pretzel's
literally-
probably the best thing they have.
it is very good.
They have a lot of sausage.
Yeah.
They're not that good, though.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Yeah.
God, I love that we're just talking about food.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you
I
expect?
wasn't hungry.
We could switch
I'm
it up
actually
whenever.
surprised that
Just
we're. How
let
long
me
are we in
know.
right now?
45 minutes.
We have not talked about burritos once yet.
Hey,
Let's get into burritos.
Listen, have you got? I was gonna bring this up anyways.
Planned.
I didn't know when. It wasn't really like a big deal. I just knew it was gonna happen because I was gonna ask because it needs to be tried. The new Taco Bell grilled cheese burrito.
Yeah?
No,
I have not had it. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a while.
Taco Bell in a long time.
You guys not? I
love
mean,
ta-
do you
I
like
lo- I
Taco
love-
Bell? It's okay if you don't. but
Let me tell you something. I love Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell.
So Taco Bell, I have to be pretty freaking hammered.
so you need to be hammered. Okay.
and I get 2 double deckers and a cheesy gordita crunch every time.
dude.
I don't vary. That's it.
That's
what I get.
I'm a routine guy too.
Yeah.
For me, it's usually like 2 cheese grater crunches and either a Mexi Melt or a quesadilla. Mexi Melt, by the way, pound for pound greatest fast food menu item. Period.
It is really good.
a
You know who
bold
got me
statement.
into that?
I've
You know who
never
got
had
me
one.
into
Bold
Mexi Melt?
statement.
Was Marco who got me into Mexi Melts. It's probably from him.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
So I get the cheesy gordita crunch, 2 soft
So
tacos, and a nacho supreme, no beans.
Ooh. All right. I like it.
And I do that sober sometimes. Well, it's been a long time, but I do
I haven't
sometimes
had
when
it
sober.
sober and
I really didn't get it all that often until I started working at Marky Fresh because we're dangerously close to the one I'm
You
at
are right
now.
over the
Yeah,
tracks
it's
right
really
there.
And that new cut through is
It's
Yeah, oh, yeah, it
prime,
makes
man.
sense.
It's
we
so
go
good.
through that cut through, we hit Toys R Us parking lot right through the back, no main roads. Like, oh dude.
it's great.
That's true. You
Yeah.
go right through
Yeah.
right through
It's
the parking lot.
through. So, but
That's
Max,
dangerous.
I do blame Max. I will not take responsibility for this. Max goes to Taco Bell at least once a week.
Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes, I mean, multiple times.
So I get it then,
So
man.
I've
That's
had
why
it more
you-
often lately, you know. But the grilled cheese
grilled-
burrito is, dude.
I'll give it a try. I haven't been there in a
so,
while.
so wait, what
like,
is it though?
So I saw the picture and I'm like, it looks like your typical. This is the new item. It's slop.
yeah.
It is a burrito. Okay, so the reason I like it a lot is because there's no refried beans in there.
Big refried
Yeah.
beans fan.
you
so
are.
I-
I'm not a huge.
I
fan
like
of that.
refried beans, but just not in my burritos.
Okay.
To me, they just kind of like muddle the flavor and kind of take over. But so there's no refried beans in there. But the picture of the burrito is they sprinkle cheese all over the outside of the burrito, and then they press it
Okay.
so it gets crunchy. But they leave one side melty, so the bottom is like crunchy and the top is melty. And it's seriously
mean, it sounds
unbelievable.
great.
You're selling it, man.
Now listen, inside this thing, let me tell you, it like there's like 7 things inside this burrito, and you're like, that's gonna be ridiculous. It's just not gonna work. It works. It works. There's rice, there's beef, there's cheese.
Wait, Taco Bell does rice now?
Yeah. It's
know that.
it's crap, but
Oh.
it's, it'll do. There's rice, there's beef, there's sprinkled cheese, there is nacho cheese,
Okay.
there
Love
is
nacho cheese.
Baja, or like a zesty like quesadilla sauce. Like there's a
Oh
sauce in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
There are Frito chips in there,
So put Fritos in there.
and
Okay.
there's sour cream in there. That's 8. It every little bit of it works. Please.
They nailed
It's
it.
like $3.
You know what they did is they had like a bunch of stoners sitting in a room and they're like, we got to come
That
up
is
with
literally all
something
they do.
new. We got to come up with something new. Get all
That's
the
all they
ingredients on this
do.
table and store it together. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You know what my
This
favorite thing
works.
about
the
Taco
Fritos,
Bell is?
the Fritos.
That's
cracks
that's
me
a solid
up.
move. You know what my favorite thing about Taco Bell is when, I don't know if you guys remember this, it's probably 10 or 15 years ago. I don't know if it was an actual study or if this was straight marketing and how they like had this huge thing come out about how they were the healthiest fast
Yeah.
food restaurant.
It wasn't that long ago.
Do people still say that? I'm like, what?
What are you talking
As they're crushing a burrito, they're like, "This is the healthiest fast food option
It's like,
around."
whatever, dude. Like, I'm eating it regardless, but there's no freaking way.
That was like my
No way.
favorite thing ever. I was just
No.
like looking at this. I'm like, guys.
So like he said,
Well,
it's
it's like-
not then, or
Well, here's the thing. Like, this is how they all rate it, though.
Not supposed to
Well, like
be.
they like all these fast food spots are like all dog grade meat. So it's like even if it is better, it's like it's probably still dog grade meat. You know what I mean? It's just like a
Right.
little bit better than that other crap. You know what I mean?
Right.
but
There's no-
delicious dog grade meat.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
Seasoned
good,
beef.
man.
You put enough seasoning on there, whatever.
I mean, it is good. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Some
I'm
hot sauce, some of that Diablo sauce.
yeah, a little bit of Diablo.
You guys do the
a
Diablo?
Diablo guy. I'm a hot guy.
I've done
I'm
it.
always hot, but I'm like, man, they got Diablo. I'm gonna
Like,
give
I
it
wasn't
a
even a
try.
big fan of the fire.
The fire I did not like. It didn't
I
have
like-
a good taste.
It's like a weird
The hot
taste to
mild
it.
combo for me is great.
Hot mild?
I love the mild flavor. It's just so good.
Hot's good. Hot's like my
hot's
favorite.
good.
Man, I have some more stuff on Taco Bell.
You know what? Actually, I had recently. Well, it's Taco Bell, but I had a Crunch Wrap for the first time in like
those are good. Those are
15
good.
years.
I
Like
remember
it's been
those.
forever. I saw it and I was like, and I didn't want to overdo it.
You weren't committed?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to overdo it because sometimes, like, Marco knows. I had him cracking up one time because him, and Max went into the Taco Bell lounge, just order and then sit down and eat. And, you know,
Wait, is that rock bottom or no?
not even close. Hey, yeah, you're living. You are living. First of all, they do have a great lounge. It's always clean. The atmosphere is great. But I literally did my order and I turned around and not even thinking. I was like, man, $25 goes quick at Taco Bell. And he looks at me and goes, and said no one ever. And then I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, you're right. Shit. But I just got it all. So I tend to overdo it when I eat, obviously. But so like literally like last week, I think I just was like, I'm hungry, but I'm just going to get one thing that's like sturdy. And it was a Crunch Wrap, and it was great.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in forever. It was so good.
I remember them being really good.
Have you ever had a
the
cheese
crunch.
gordita crunch with no sauce, like none of the sauce that they put in there, that zesty sauce?
I would be angry.
I was pissed.
Yeah,
there was
I
like
would be
there was like a dab in the middle. It took a lot of work to
Not
get to it.
enough
I'm like, maybe
sauce.
the next bite will have some.
Yeah.
I should just say extra every time.
The crunch, yeah. You should
If you go extra beef, extra Baja on a cheesy, it's the way it's meant to be had. I've done it
learning all
before,
kinds
and
of things
honestly,
today,
it's
yeah.
kind of a mess. But if you do it,
I'll
it's
take a
the way
mess.
it's meant to be had. It's
All right,
and that's for a treat. I don't do it all the time. It's been a while actually. I'm probably due.
that's a treat, huh? That's a
Next
treat.
week sometime.
$25.
Me and Max for sure.
I love
Tonight.
the soft and the hard
Yeah.
Oh,
Double decker.
mixed together. Yeah, that's why I love the double decker. Plus, it's
throwing
got
those
the
down for
refried beans.
$1 sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, they
That's a steal.
Like I think because
They do those
What's
box
crazy
deals and
is-
shit, and they get
yeah.
the dollar. They get it on the dollar menu.
Really?
they're always coming out with these like hot menu items, like
damn it,
because
I
the
don't
grilled
want
cheese one. Yeah, I mean the grilled cheese one is
never
new.
wanted it.
They're always bringing out every couple months. There's a new thing, and they were doing these. I think it was like Chipotle, Nacho, and like Diablo, and they were double decker tacos. They were $1. It was ridiculous.
Sounds
I might have
amazing.
Soft
to
shell,
Taco
hard
Bell
shell.
on Monday on my lunch. It's been a while.
Sorry guys,
It's been a
my
while.
bad.
Thank you.
What are the odds
I was
that
good-
like
Oh,
once
yeah,
we
I
My
said
bad.
diet starts Monday.
I know, right?
Next Monday.
What are the odds that we finish up here and we're like, all right, man, see you later, and then we all
meet each other.
line at
We're in
Taco
line.
Bell.
Odds are honestly pretty good.
Honestly, at this point, yeah.
I got that double cheesy on my
They
mind.
close early now. Like everything closes early.
Do
really?
you remember when everything used to be open until like 4 a.m.? Like high school, college,
Yeah, I
rolling
mean, there's
through
a lot.
after a long
There's a
night.
lot of stuff open. I mean, like fast food. There was a
Yeah.
point. I remember we were in downtown Willoughby. We had somebody pick us up, and we went to Taco Bell first. Got like
Waited in
$50
line.
worth
Yeah.
of food, and then we went to Burger King.
Oh, yeah.
We got like 7 Whoppers.
Love BK.
Oh, so amazing. That was a great night. Next day was not so good. Not because I was hungover, because I just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Right.
You,
Of course.
you
You
know.
know.
You
You
know.
know.
Like today. But anyway,
Yeah.
you going to give your kids Taco Bell? You going to take them to Taco Bell? Take them through the drive-thru? Give them his first soft taco
Kids
at like,
never had Taco Bell.
I don't think mine have it yet either.
That's like Pandora's box,
Actually, they have. They had the
quesadilla.
No, the cinnamon.
Oh, the cinnamon
Cinnamon
twist.
twist?
cinnamon twists.
What about the Cinnabon Delights?
Haven't had those. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yep. Yep, it's a thing.
You want us to take you off food for a little bit? 'Cause I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, pro tip real quick. Get the Cinnabon Delights and then get them again, but ask them to undercook them. You're welcome.
The second time?
Yeah, because you're going to go back again. Yeah. You're going to go back
Wait,
again.
wait.
Can you
Why
undercook these?
Wait. Hold on. Why wouldn't you just if you're telling us, why wouldn't we just the first time ask them to undercook them?
Because you're not going to... I'm very curious. You're not going to appreciate it. I'm down. I'm
Best
down.
answer possible.
I didn't know what to expect, and that was
Best answer possible.
Yeah, so they come out, fiery hot. It's a little cinnamon. It's a little cinnamon ball coated in cinnamon sugar, and inside is like a cream cheese frosting, and it just explodes in your mouth, and it's great.
It's amazing.
this guy knows about all the snacks.
But when
man.
they undercook it, it's this hot, crunchy. It's kind of like the Chi-Chi's deep fried ice cream. Yeah. So when they undercook it, and I found out about this on accident, but
sure.
they just must have done a shitty job. But I loved it. But the outside is that hot, crunchy, and that middle is like a cool, creamy center. Yeah. So
All right, solid tip. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. That's why I came here today.
Yeah, this is what we needed.
Yeah, but my kid's cool and all, but
Yeah, we're talking food.
but
tonight.
let's get down to the brass tacks.
Let's move on to Burger King. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, we could go there.
We can for sure.
We'll pick
Oh,
that back
God,
up
that is
later.
just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that.
that's so good.
Right, man.
Yep. Gift and a curse, my friend.
Hey,
Right.
hey, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's
good
the
point.
burden I have to bear.
Yeah, you know.
Someone has to.
Someone's got to do it,
Someone
man.
has to do it.
Point us in the right direction, you know. Appreciate that.
Yeah. No,
I gotta try that burrito. I'm
smarter
gonna try
now.
the burrito.
Definitely should.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Monday.
Because they do, you know, they fall flat on some items, but that one just went off.
Incredible. You know,
It's the best. This is everything that I imagined that this was going to be. So
Are we living up to everything? Yeah, great.
Surpassing.
Glad I could help.
we appreciate it.
All right. So let's kind of steer it back.
Yeah, let's get
So
back.
what though?
You know, like being a dad.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
bring it
Hey
on.
man, yeah, I forgot.
I'm having a kid.
Congratulations, this is a boy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
December,
little
late
recap.
December or January.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Have you guys put the nursery together yet?
No.
So we're
'Cause
here
I'm
to
waiting to do that.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, and we talked about this. I don't even know, yesterday maybe. It's not a huge rush. It is nice to get it out of the way for sure, so you're not rushed at the end. But it's
I
kind
feel
of
like
like
you get like a vision of what's gonna be.
Yeah.
Kind of.
don't rush it. I mean, it's not going to like you're not going to have them in there right away.
Okay.
It's going to be in your room.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, I
it's
remember
gonna-
thinking like, oh shit, we're gonna bring this kid home, and I got nowhere to put him.
Yeah.
And the reality is, it's gonna be in your room for
Okay.
because that's just
at
easier.
least. I mean, if you're really ballsy,
Yeah.
6 weeks.
That sounds awful, but okay. Because I'm thinking immediately crib, nursery.
I
you
did.
know what I mean?
I did like with Sam was like 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah,
That
it was quick because he was fine. Like it was
Yeah.
okay. It was
The
perfect
quicker you can do it, the better.
for sure. Because then they're going to be.
But
It'd be a
it's
tough
tough.
transition.
I mean,
when we do it,
it's
we're gonna
scary.
have to do it like fast because she works from home, so she has an office, and you know we're gonna have to move her office into the other room, and she has to work. So like we're
Right.
gonna have to switch it real quick. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That makes sense too.
I mean,
yeah.
you should do it before then, but like, but just know that you're not necessarily going to need that nursery right away. So like, don't.
cool.
I
kill
wouldn't say
yourself.
don't kill yourself, but don't procrastinate. I guess.
Right, right.
I'm definitely not trying to do it like the week before.
I feel like it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Oh,
Makes
for sure,
sense.
for sure. Because I think with my second, I waited a long time. We had a different situation when he was born. He had a heart condition. We found out about it at 20 weeks. So I kind of threw it off a little bit. I wasn't sure how things were going to go. So actually, I don't even know. He was in the hospital at the time, after waiting to get heart surgery. And so Ian came over and he helped me knock it out.
Yeah.
We did it real quick because I had to do the floor.
We did all the baseboards.
Did all
on
the baseboards,
floor
everything. Yeah,
and-
man, it was a lot of work, but I definitely waited a long time with him. Sam's was like, boom, done instantly.
Yeah, I mean, in your defense, you had a lot going on.
At that time, yes,
You know,
that was a crazy
Like,
time.
it
But
was okay to procrastinate a little bit. And
little
again,
bit.
you already knew, like, especially with him, he wasn't going in his nursery right away.
fuck no, man. I wanted to get like monitors in our room
Yeah.
for him. That was
So I kind of I have a question for you guys. So growing up, you know, obviously, I got brothers and sisters, so I kind of saw them grow up. I was like 8 or 9 when my younger
Okay.
brothers and sisters were born, so I was old enough to kind of see what was going on. And all that I'm aware of is like baby monitor. What other new
Gadgets?
tools?
You want to know about gadgets?
Yeah.
All right.
just go. Well, okay.
Now, one buddy told me this, and I'll ask you guys
Yeah.
because he said it was like kind of a lifesaver and kind of a stress reliever. He said that there's, did he say socks? I don't know. He
Oh,
said there's-
outlet.
Outlet.
Is it the one where you put it on and
Yeah, you
the
put it
heart
on.
rate drops?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything
So
like that?
it alerts you. And
It alerts you, yeah. And he says you'll get so much better, like peace of mind sleeping at night, knowing that can.
It is
go
scary
up.
because that's another reason why you want them in your room with you because it's like, holy shit, like you keep checking them too. Like if you don't hear anything for a while, it's like, oh my god, and you're not really
Right.
sleeping normal anyway.
Right.
But that, I've heard. I know there's a few people that we know that had that. I mean, it's definitely
I
an
never
option.
did. You guys didn't, right?
No, we had the
mean-
camera
Yeah.
monitor.
Yeah.
Which I'll say, with a camera / monitor, just, I mean,
100% what I'm thinking.
Nest?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something, some sort, like,
Some type of
don't
camera.
fall into the trap of getting a baby monitor.
I'll tell you why.
Because it doesn't matter.
You know, it doesn't matter. And Ours was it ended up not being that good.
Ours is straight garbage.
Straight is
and
garbage.
Like ours was one of like
Just
the
your
really
old
nice
school
ones.
walkie-talkie baby
No,
monitor
it-
thing?
it-
It was like
it was that
it
mixed
had
with
like
the camera.
a screen that you'd carry around. The range on it was garbage. Like we couldn't even sit on our deck, and the kids, the nursery was
Like
right,
right there.
above us.
So then you're like, it's on your countertop in the kitchen, and then you got
Right.
the windows open. It just
Right,
doesn't work.
it just
So
doesn't work.
Something
Just
Wi-Fi.
Spend the $150 or whatever it is
Yeah.
to get a Nest or some other kind of Wi-Fi enabled camera.
Okay.
And just use your phone.
That creeps me out. But I mean, it's necessary because you hear those stories about
No, you do.
weirdos.
Like
that-
the Wi-Fi that could come in
you
and
know.
hack it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, you're right though. That's
It's not like they're
Does
going to
that creep
hurt
you out?
them. It is. Well, it makes me mad. I'm one of those
Here's
people where
my
it's just
question: is like
how
why?
dare you?
Just why though?
Yeah.
Like I mean, are you that bored and creepy that you need to
Yeah.
do something?
Yeah.
There are some sick fucks.
It's
I
just
guess
the way
that's
I
true. I don't know. Like, they're pretty. I mean, so I don't know if you know this, but for Nest, Google bought Nest. So I guess in my head, like, if Google's running security on it and stuff like that, it's probably
Should be
fine.
pretty good. Yeah.
But
Get a
you know, the
Nest.
outlet is a good option to go with. I've heard good things about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
heard
how
that.
much those even
But so
cost.
that doesn't. That's not going to show you a picture though.
No,
think-
yeah.
I
Well, if we got
think-
that, it would just be like that's a nice little extra thing to
Sure,
have. You know what I mean?
think it might have a little. I think it might have the monitor with it.
Oh, does it?
I think so.
I don't know.
Because we looked into
Good
it.
question. Oh,
we
did
looked
you?
into
Yeah.
it. Because with Ben, we were like, okay,
Yeah.
'cause
That
the
makes
heart
sense.
rate and everything, like it's like that's kind of what we were looking into. We didn't end up doing it, but
What's interesting about those, from a childcare perspective, is we've had parents that want their kid to wear it
yeah.
while they're
Oh,
at the
at
center,
the daycare.
which is fine. But once they're sleeping, we're not allowed to do that. So so when
They want them to wear the owlet thing.
The parents do.
so that they can track throughout the day
The
heart
parents.
rate. And,
Oh, the parents
that-
could track it too.
yeah,
It's that far. So is it Wi-Fi then?
yeah. It's just sending a signal to an app, and like you log into your app, and so but like we're not allowed to have anything in the crib. Like there's no pillows, there's no blankets. I mean, it's for the little ones. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
like even a sock that is extra and it's got weight on it, it's got like a battery in it and stuff like that. Like we can't do that, which I thought was stupid, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's rules. What are you gonna do?
But I remember we had parents that were like, "Well, what the hell did I buy this for?" And I'm like, "Should have asked us. I don't know.
Yeah, I
we can't
don't
do
know.
it."
You know what you do? Just get some old school like Fisher Price walkie talkies, wrap a rubber band around the one, throw it in your kid's room, throw it in the crib with
Solid.
them, and just have yours next to you.
Yeah,
Solid.
bandwidth on those is unreal.
Oh, it's phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. You can go outside. I mean, you can go anywhere with those.
No, but I think take advantage of the new stuff that comes out, right? Like try it out.
Yeah,
if it's
so
something
we
you want
haven't.
to do, give it a
we're
shot.
3 years out from having those, so
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. There's probably something amazing out there.
Yeah, probably. But I do know that the traditional baby monitors are just garbage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Yeah, I mean ours. I mean we used ours. Oh, we went on vacation one time, and so we didn't have we weren't bringing our Nest camera.
Yeah. Oh, you
So we did bring the traditional baby monitor. We didn't even end up using it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'll just drink in here instead of out on the beach
Yeah.
Yeah.
while he's sleeping.
Take turns.
Throw a hat on him. Put him in the shade.
It's probably fine.
Probably fine.
Yeah.
Stomach's moving.
What
We're
else,
good.
technology-wise or gadget-wise?
Okay, so then let's go into. Have you guys looked into rockers or anything? Have you guys
Ooh,
looked into anything
ooh.
like that? Have you guys done a registry or anything? I don't even know how far out you do that kind of stuff.
I have no idea.
Where do you even go? Target now?
We bought
Bed Bath and
the only thing
Beyond?
we have
I
is
don't know if we'll have
like
enough time.
she was on Facebook Marketplace, so instantly she got like a crib dresser.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Smart.
So we got that,
Yep.
but that's it. So no
So there's they
gadgets.
have like the rockers and everything. My favorite thing, which is bad apparently. What was that rocker called? It had like the little cyst. It was like it folded up into like it folded in half, and you open it up and it just rocks back and forth. It's just like I can't think of the name of it.
I know what you're talking about.
Regardless,
know.
it was dangerous apparently, and I'm telling you what, it worked. It was phenomenal for my kids. They both loved
It
it.
was dangerous.
There was some recall on it, like the people, and then it's gone now. God, I wish I could remember the name of it.
I can't even think of what you're talking about.
No, if you saw it, you'd know.
Yeah.
But what's the other?
So
what's
we
the
did
other?
the Mamaroo.
we had the Mamaroo
We had the
as well.
Mamaroo where it's kind of cool. Like you can change the
Looks like a spaceship.
yeah, like it's like a little like half egg type looking thing that
Looks
you
like the
just
chair from Men in
toss them
Black.
and it just
Okay.
plays music. You can change the direction or the pattern that it goes in from your phone, so you don't even have to get up.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
What I liked even better though, so for Sloan, we had it's by the same company. It's called the Bounceroo, I think, and it's just a smaller version, and it just goes up. Like it doesn't have as many features, but she liked that way better.
We had something that she like sits or stands in.
She just no, it's just like again for small.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay. So it's just kind of up and down.
Some motion
and all it
sounds
is
and all
really,
that.
all those things do is give your arms a break.
Yeah.
I mean, because the reality is that for the first several months, it's really what they do.
You get those Mamaroos, and they're like they don't work for every kid. I mean, not
Right.
everything works, so it
Right.
just kind of sucks. But because we had the Mamaroo, Sam didn't really care for it too much. But we had the seat.
And
It was
kids
like
loved that thing.
Our Ben did. There was a seat. I can't remember what it is.
The frog seat?
No, the frog seat. Get the
Frog
frog
seat
seat.
is where it's at.
Best thing you could get. And it's
I just
cheap.
gave Fatika ours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That thing is like
What's the frog seat all about?
it's gold, man.
So it's so when they're 4 to 6 months, maybe 4 to 7 months, somewhere in there.
It helps them sit up right.
Yeah.
and it supports them so like they don't fall forward from side to
So
side.
it's not completely leaning them up, but it's enough to where they're starting to strengthen their muscles so that they can actually sit up. But it's great because you can pick this thing. It's got a solid base, frog back, like looks like a frog
Yeah.
head.
Hence the frog
cute,
chair.
whatever. But you can like pick this thing up, put it on the counter while you're in the kitchen or
Yep.
something like
Put
that. And they
some
can just
toys on
sit
it,
in
they
there.
can
There's
eat
like a
in
little.
it.
There's like a little
Little tray.
little tray. You can throw some puffs in there. God, remember puffs?
Oh, puffs are delicious, by the way.
They are phenomenal. You'll go through.
Here we go, back on food.
And we're full
So baby
circle.
food. No, that thing is awesome. So get a frog chair. Look into that. That's
It's just really just say
Amazing.
puffs are delicious.
Yeah, I have a niece and they're delicious. They're so good. She's out of that stage now, but I remember they were good. I was like, these,
He's
this is
like,
for
"And I'm
kids. These are for
still
kids.
buying."
Biff comes home with like a 6-pack of puffs.
Yeah,
Puffs.
man.
I'm not doing till
She's like, you need to stop.
January. I'm stocking up.
Throw this in milk. It's like cereal.
I probably could actually.
Whole
just
milk,
dissolve.
obviously.
Obviously, whole milk.
They would
Thank
dissolve.
you. Or you're
instantly.
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like the frog chair.
The
Definitely.
frog chair is phenomenal. You gotta have a high chair. But we use the frog chair for like the high chair a lot of
Dude.
times.
Number one thing that you guys have to get, doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, I would recommend getting something that's like $20 or $30. Sound machine.
Oh, sound machine's gold.
Okay.
You think,
like ambiance?
yeah,
man.
You think that you're like, oh, well, I don't need to spend that money. I'll just put it on my phone or I'll just put it on an iPad,
iPad.
leave it in the room. Nope, you're not going to do it.
Yeah,
No,
that doesn't work.
no, just get a sound machine. And they're
Get a
cheap.
sound
Go on
machine.
Amazon. Get
I think
something
ours was
super
like
cheap.
$27 on Amazon. Ours also has the
the light on
the little slide thing. That
Yeah.
so it shines a light up and puts something on the,
Oh, okay.
the ceiling.
Nice.
We never really use that feature, but
It's a nice touch.
to this
sound
day,
machine.
my 5-year-old, we still put the sound machine on.
Sam
and
still
it's
is this-
amazing.
But honestly, I like
I
it.
love it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the sound of the ocean.
Yeah.
And I'm
Cool.
like, I
That's
I
one
turn
we
it.
do, too.
I crank it up so I can hear it down the hall. and
That's
I'm like,
great.
Once they're old enough, you take it back, put it in your room.
Yeah,
I have the light on. I have the
100%.
cows jumping over the moon. I'm
Yeah.
like,
But dude, like that's the difference between okay, kids finally asleep. Me and the wife are gonna watch a movie, or our friends are coming over and we're gonna have a couple drinks, whatever it is. That's the difference between shh, we gotta be quiet and nope, we're good. Sound machine's on. He's out.
Here's some advice I'll give you. Be loud around your kids
Yeah.
when they're sleeping.
Get 'em
Get them used to it.
Yeah.
Because if you're tiptoeing around all the time and you're worried about a crack, like the
Yeah.
floor creaking,
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
like my
good
house,
secret
like
advice.
I'm gonna.
It's a dad hack.
Yeah, you're damn straight. It is.
It's a dad hack.
I'm telling you, man. Like I could go, like I could yell across the house to my wife when my kids are sleeping. We could have a conversation yelling across the house, and they won't budge.
It is amazing.
That's awesome.
So be loud.
Yeah.
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 Start from day one.
I'm
I
like,
agree with that.
Fingers crossed. I hear like some kids are first, whatever, 6 months or even a year, like just don't sleep through the night. I'm just hoping for a great sleep schedule.
You might,
You
man.
know, you never know. I know it's like hit or miss.
So it's hit or miss,
It's
but
tough at first. It's always gonna be tough at first.
you have no control for the first 4 or 5 months. Like it is what it is, right? Like they're either going to sleep or they're not. If they're not, here's what I would say. Like I remember with Gibbs, he was not a good sleeper to start with, and he would get up. And so what I did was I found a routine that would put him back to sleep, and it was not a. It took me a while to figure this out, but what we would do is he wanted to know what was going on, and it makes sense if you met my kid. Well, you met my kid, obviously. he wants to know what's going on. He wants to have a conversation. Like, he's very attentive. Like, he's not content just like playing with something and being quiet. Like, it's just not who he is. Even at that age, I would have to hold him, and I would like kind of like over top hold him. And so he was faced out. We would go hit every single window in my house just so he could see outside what was going on. And by the time we got through all the whole house, he would be back asleep.
Yep.
Nice.
It works like a charm, man. I did. You put his back to your stomach, and I would hold his butt and put my hand across his chest.
Yep.
Just walk around and kind of bounce around.
Yep.
I'd walk in circles around the dining room. I would just walk around like a figure eight around the house, like
Right.
just back and forth, and same thing, just pass out.
Yeah.
Out like a light.
I like a light.
Hold him like a football, whatever works, and it just, I mean, that's a good move.
But like
Dad
Sloan wanted to snuggle. Like Sloan, if I got her up and moving around, she would just be pissed. If I sat down with her and let her just like snuggle up and get in there, she would just fall right back asleep.
Or
She's
that's
so
adorable.
easy.
Or
It's great, and she's still like that. I mean,
Yeah.
she's going to turn 3 next week, and all she wants to like, she gets up in the morning. She said this to me actually this morning. I was like, "Hey, Sloan, good morning." She said, "Good morning, Dad." I was like, did you sleep well?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Do you have good dreams?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What'd you dream about?" She goes, "You and me snuggling." I'm like,
tugging at the heartstrings there.
I hope
Oh,
you're always
man.
Or you could be
nice
like
to me.
my youngest and not want to cuddle at all. He didn't want me to hold him. He didn't want us to hold him at all. He was like, he'd be like,
Independent.
yeah, very.
That makes sense for him, though. I
Like,
mean, he
some-
never had that.
Yeah, so when
as
he was
a
born,
baby.
he was in the hospital for 2 months, so we couldn't hold him for the first month or so, and then like even then it was like wires and like all kind of tubes hooked up to him, so we couldn't really hold him. So like now, like still to this day, he pushes you away. Like
I feel like that makes sense.
I'll go like lay in his bed with him, and I'll be like, "All right, buddy, I'm gonna read you a book." And when we're done, he pushes me out of his room. I'm like,
just
"All
like,
right."
I
I'm
need
like,
this.
"Night, night," and he's like, "Yeah, get out of here, dude. I'm good."
Take it for what it is, man. It's
I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. Like I have to read Sam like 15 books. I'll read a couple to Ben. And he's like, "Hey, get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I'll get this.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll fall asleep on my own."
He's like, dude, I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, he's like, "You're fucking annoying." It's like, I don't want
you
you
can
anymore. So,
leave.
yeah. It's like, this is a
Do you have somewhere to be,
yeah.
Dad?
I want you to shows. You're worthless.
But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely sound machine.
So they're all different, though, man.
Definitely
All the
come up
kids
with a routine to figure out.
Ooh,
you know-
routines. Let's get into that. Let's get into a routine real quick.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so routines are important.
Yeah.
So breastfeeding or what have you, pumping. Yeah, I can still remember the sound of that machine. Yeah. So pumping in the milk.
Great.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
You
yeah.
start freestyling with it, man. It's a good beat.
Oh, nice. Little beatbox.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's phenomenal. But seriously, though, man, that's what it is. Oh, God.
Does it
that
haunt you to
sound-
this day?
Oh yeah,
You can hear it, man.
Dude,
I
I
can
was
still hear
I
it.
was cleaning out my the room
Did
that I
you find the
stuffed all the
pump?
crap in. We found this whole big Tupperware
Did you
thing
just
of
turn it
like
on?
all the old baby. Fuck no, the baby bottles and the breast
listen.
pump and shit like that. I'm like, Chelsea, I gotta get
Listen.
rid of this.
Yeah,
She's
please.
like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, get that out of here. Good for you.
Nice.
So routine. So like, get in a sleep routine. So like your wife. So what we did, and I think we did very similar things. Good
Dude,
job on that,
third
by the way.
time.
Is it? It's like
Is it
the
3?
fifth time. Like, my God.
Ah, jeez. So we actually kind of did this very similar
Yeah.
schedule. So what we did was, my wife would go to bed at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock she would go to bed, and sleep for 4 hours, 5 hours, and I would be on duty to feed the kid. Like we had bottles with the breast milk in there that she pumped. So I would take care of him if he woke up, and then at 2 o'clock I would go to bed, or 1 o'clock go to bed, and then she would wake up for the baby at that time, so I could wake up and go to work the next morning. And man, it worked like a charm.
It works so great.
Because you both get your sleep. It's not a lot, but it like in the middle of the night, like say you have to go to work the next morning, and she's able to wake up in the middle of the night from 1 till 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning. Dude, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like she's gonna be on maternity leave. You're gonna have to go to work.
You have to,
Yeah.
and you
Right?
still
Like-
need to get your sleep, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You need it.
And so you figure out how much, like reverse engineer it. Like if you have to be at work at, what time do you guys open over there? 10?
9.
9? Okay. So if you got to be at work at 8, let's just say, get ready for the day and everything, like reverse engineer, how much sleep do I need? And just figure out, okay, I will take my shift up until this point.
Yeah.
And whether she decides to go to bed, and she will because she's going to be fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
Just make yourself, and that's a cool time that you can bond with your kid too. Like I didn't do it so well with Gibbs until later, but with Sloan, I remember like season 8 of Game of Thrones was right around the time that she was born.
Nice.
And so what was awesome was, and it was like leading up to, like we were waiting, whatever it was, like waiting for the new season to come out. I binge watched Game of Thrones with her.
Yeah, you
Every
catch up
single
on your
night.
shows, man.
That's a great routine.
It was awesome.
And you know what, man?
Chelsea would go to bed at like 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's gold.
And me and her would sit downstairs. We'd have a she born July, so it was warm out.
Yeah.
But like it was just nice. Like her and I would just sit down there. Gibbs was already asleep, and we would just watch shows. Or I would be like working and I would just have her next to me. Oh, she's got to eat. All right.
Yep.
Pop a bottle.
Put him back in the crib for a little while. And
Yeah.
just, I mean, you have that free time, and I'm not
I
saying
actually
that.
kept her up with me, like downstairs until it was my turn, and then I put her in her.
Oh
crib.
yeah, downstairs. Yeah. So I'm
yeah.
in a. I mean.
But I
have
mean,
one
like I
floor,
didn't
so it's
like
I'm-
put her in
I'm
and
a
out of the
ranch.
crib.
Yeah. I mean, we had the bouncers and things.
Yeah.
Like the rockers and all that shit. So I put him in there. But yeah, sometimes I put him in his room and then just hang out, man. Just get that free time, just quiet time, and just chill for a little while.
As weird as it sounds, like I'm excited for that. Just like the routine. We have no idea how we're gonna do it yet. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
we're not there yet, but I'm like excited for it. Like it's terrifying, but like I'm up for the challenge. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
And
I guess the
it's gonna be rough,
point
I'm
there is
sure.
talk about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
for
figure
sure.
out like I don't know if she's normally, does she go to bed early? Does she go to bed late? Like how do
She's
you usually
early,
do
yeah.
it? So that's perfect. Like
Yeah,
my
'cause
wife, like still to this day goes to bed at 8 o'clock if she can.
Yeah.
Like it's wonderful for
Yeah.
her.
I think
I
it's
just
probably gonna be
can't
one of
do
those
it.
things where she goes to bed early.
Yeah.
I usually stay up till 2,
Yeah.
3. I mean,
Not
try
watching
not
Tombstone.
to. Not watching Tombstone. So yeah, I could probably cover that portion for a
Yeah.
while. You know.
It's
And
not.
it's
It's,
solid.
it's not that bad, and
Yeah.
it is exciting though. Like you said,
Yeah.
you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm up
it is
for
kind
it.
of cool to be like, hey man, this is fun.
Yeah.
This could be exciting. It's different. It's kind of a change of pace, and that's kind of
When you get
yeah,
through,
awesome.
The obvious realization that like the excitement of having a kid, I'm gonna be a dad and play catch, it's gonna be great. But like I was explaining this to my wife, and she was kind of like making fun of me because I was like, it's gonna be a challenge. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy,
Right.
raising a kid. But like, I'm excited to make all these decisions that I think are the right decisions. And I was like, almost looking at it like it was a task. Mm-hmm. And she's like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Well, no. Like, obviously, like we're having a kid, it's great, but like, you really gotta." To me, I'm focusing in on what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Sure.
As a dad. you
Sure.
know?
And that's good.
That's good.
All,
I mean,
all the fun and games aside, like
Yeah.
you really got to focus in on what
Being-
you're gonna do.
Listen, you're gonna
Absolutely.
have fun.
You know,
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, having that outlook is phenomenal.
there's
Yeah,
no
that's like- there's-
reason that you can't be organized about it.
No,
Yeah.
it makes life a lot easier.
It really
And you're-
does.
like you said, you're up for it.
Yeah.
You're up for the task, man. It's gonna be awesome. And then you're gonna have those moments, like you said, playing catch, man. It's so
Yeah.
cool when that stuff starts happening too. When they're playing with you and like doing what you're doing, that's
Yeah.
really awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like, we both
Guys,
had baseball today.
Yeah.
I mean, that's phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
It's
T-ball,
all
good.
so much
once they
fun.
start smacking that ball off the tee, you're
Oh,
like,
it's a
going
lot
all
of
the
fun,
way.
man.
So
It's
good.
so fun. My son
So
though,
good.
so this is his first year playing t-ball, and he gets in this habit of watching his ball. Like after he hits it, he's just like,
get mesmerized at it.
"I'm like,
yeah.
this is in golf. Start running. Like get to
Dude,
first
yeah.
base."
Dude, you gotta go.
Dude, there's a
Move,
kid.
dude.
There's a kid today on my kid's team that he's a little guy. He's the cutest kid, and he gets up there and like he's got the uniform on and everything. I mean, he's just adorable.
Yeah.
And he gets up there and he's literally about 2.5 feet tall. Like he is the smallest kid I've ever seen.
How old
and
is he?
He's 4.
Yeah.
But I'm like Gibbs is a small kid,
He's
right?
looking
Like
up at the tee, like
Yeah.
Gibbs makes
You
this
can't
kid.
go any lower, buddy. Sorry.
Gibbs looks huge next to
Yeah?
this kid, and they're like a year apart,
Yeah.
But anyway, this kid gets up there and he hits like a little, like basically hits the tee, so the ball comes off and just kind of dribbles out like halfway between the plate and the pitcher's mound. And this kid, instead of running first base, runs up, grabs the ball, and throws it to first. Cannon! This kid's got an arm, man. He threw himself
amazing.
out. It was
Kids all
amazing.
arms,
Throws
dude.
himself out. He throws the ball and he tries to beat himself to first base. He starts running to first base. Like, damn it, come on.
slides in, takes out a leg.
Right.
Takes out
But it was
Little
amazing.
4-year-old scrap.
It's so funny to watch these kids play
That is-
t-ball.
T-ball's phenomenal. It's just, I mean, it's tough to get them to pay attention. So what I had to tell my son, the first week it was like 90 degrees. It was miserable.
Yeah.
He's sitting out there. He's like, and all the kids are just like, oh my God.
Just dying
Just
for
yelling
a
for
Kool-Aid
water. They're
jammer.
like, I'm done. They're like, I'm done. And so last week I'm like, Sam, if you want it to be fun, buddy, I'm like, every time the ball's hit, I don't care, just go for it.
Yeah.
You know? So he does. Every time the ball gets hit, he just sprints for
like
it.
a rugby
It's hilarious.
scrum.
All the kids just go,
Yeah.
they just jump into a pile.
Yeah, it's so
much
funny.
fun, man.
Watching the kids fight over the ball. is great.
Here's a tip. Your first year of t-ball, don't coach.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be tempted to.
I'm trash at baseball, so
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't even
you don't
matter.
have to be
Doesn't
good. Like, you don't have to be good, but like when your kid wants to play t-ball or soccer or whatever it
I'm
is,
not coaching, man.
like you're gonna want to like, oh, I want to
not.
be a coach. Like I want to coach my kid. That's cool. Don't do it.
yeah.
No. You don't want to coach your kids till
A
they're
couple
12
years
old,
in, if
maybe,
that's
I
what
don't
you want to do, fine. But watch your kid when they're young. It's so like last year I coached because that's what I thought. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome to coach my kid.
know. Yeah.
And it's not that it wasn't a good time, but I had to
Be a coach.
make sure that these other kids were
Well, that's
doing
the-
what they're
that's the
supposed to
toughest
do,
part about it, man.
and not show favoritism and all this other crap.
That's why I don't want to do it, man.
This
I don't,
year,
I don't want to be
man,
like, oh, your coach's son. Like, you know
I
what I
got
mean?
myself
Like,
a nice, comfy chair. Oh, it's
put your feet up, yeah.
fantastic,
Dude,
I just
yeah,
sit
just
there and
enjoy it
watch.
for what
It's
it is.
So awesome.
I had the same idea there. I'm going to sit back
Yeah,
and
you got
relax.
roped in.
No, they're like, hey, can you coach third? I'm like, God damn it. And then
Steve, you
same-
used to coach, right?
Yeah, because I coached high school for
You just
3 years,
wheeled
and I'm
him
like,
in
yeah,
third.
dude, I want to so bad. This kid hits this ball today, and it goes into right field, and the kids running, and they stop at every base.
Do they always look at the ball no matter what, even if you're like this? They're just always
Well, they,
looking and
you should
running.
see these kids, man.
Oh, you gotta like.
So you're on a baseball field. So we're on like a regular sized baseball field. So there's the regular bases all like on the outside, and then they have the t-ball bags
Right.
on the inside. So my son goes straight to the regular, I don't know, like 90
feet. Yeah.
and the other kids are like running to right field. They're going to the wrong base. It's hilarious. But this kid hits this ball, and I wanted to so bad just tell him to keep going. I almost started.
Solid hit. And
Oh,
you're
dude,
just,
I'm like, I
dying
wanted
away
to so
from
bad. Go!
throw.
I was going like, go. Right field doesn't have an arm. Yeah.
Trust me. Number 12
Kids
trash.
garbage. But you're right though about like not paying attention, like having to pay attention to the other kids.
Yeah.
'Cause Sam was up to bat, and I have to tell this kid on third, like, "Hey, buddy, you know when the ball's hit, go home." Sam hits the ball, and I'm like telling him what to do, and this kid's running to the dugout. I'm like, no. I'm like, so it's, you got to focus. I don't want to focus on only my kid.
Right.
And it's so hard not to do.
Yeah.
Because you want to tell them what to do.
Right.
And I also don't want to be the parent screaming from the outside.
I started
either.
to do it
Yeah.
today.
I did too, because I'm like, Sam, pay attention.
But that's what it was though. It wasn't like, "Hey, buddy, good job," or whatever.
No.
It was he was playing the freaking dirt, and I'm like, "Gibbs, get your ass up!"
That's the other thing, man. The kids are playing in the dirt.
Building a
They're-
sandcastle on
Yeah,
first base.
absolutely.
Well, that happened to. So you tell the kids to pay attention. This kid hits a rope into this kid's back because he's facing the outfield. He's not paying attention. He's straight in the back.
how
Kid
they
goes
learn.
down. I'm like, well, this is why you should have been paying attention.
Did he drop like a bag of dirt?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
crap
poor
balling. I was like, oh, poor guy. It's a softball.
Yeah.
Pussy. No,
I mean, it was hilarious, right? That's what I'm worried about, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's like being around other parents and like catching myself being a dick. You know what I mean?
It's fun. So you gotta watch out.
That's like literally their kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're like, oh
So-
no, not funny. Shit.
Here's the good news: 85% of parents are going to be totally cool with it.
Okay.
There are
Like
there
you're
are,
going to have the Karen and the whatever.
You're gonna have the
but,
crazy
like,
parents, man.
You're going to have one or two of them, but you'll know who they are before anything cool happens.
You'll know.
Like
quick.
you'll know right away. Like kid walks up to a t-ball game with the full face shield on. Like, all right, find out who those parents are and don't say anything stupid
Avoid
about it.
Right,
Avoid them.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'll
And
know
and you
right
know
away.
what the thing is? That goes on until they graduate high school.
Forever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
That's another thing that like.
By the way, that happens. Like today, like the other
no
team that we were
doubt.
playing, like this kid had a
face shield?
full face shield on.
You look like a goalie going up to bat.
And it was like I don't even think you can buy him for t-ball. Like, so the helmet was huge
His
on
dad's
him.
welding mask.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But no, it was like a football helmet type.
Jeez, man.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Like for I don't know, I guess little league, so that you don't get hit in the face, which I get. Like,
Was he
maybe
wearing
first
it
go-
like in the outfield too?
no, he wasn't
would
doing
be
that. That would have been
amazing.
Basically,
amazing.
the kid from Little Giants is wrapped up in bubble wrap or whatever. Like the
Right, yeah. So find those, locate those parents,
And
and,
avoid
then just
'em.
like stay away and make your jokes because everyone else would be like,
yeah, that's
It'll
true.
be
I'm one
fine.
of those people where like I cut your hair like
Yeah.
dark sense of humor.
Sure.
And I was in the medical field, and you kind of have to have that,
Right.
Just to get through your day, So like as long as no one's dying, I'm laughing.
right.
I don't care if you got a
100%.
severe
It's all
break. I'm like
fun,
your
man.
arm's broken.
It's
but
life.
You're gonna live.
It's
so
life.
I'm gonna laugh.
Right.
It's true, man. It's
You gotta,
100%.
You gotta have fun, man.
You gotta take it easy. I think people.
So keep-
People that take this, like especially T-ball and Little League, take it that seriously.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to be around those people, man.
No, I don't.
It's a nightmare.
I don't want to be. Yeah, no.
You don't want to be that guy. You definitely don't want to be that parent.
No, you definitely don't want to. But no, it's a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff.
And I say try everything
Yeah.
and find out what they like.
Yeah, oh, sure, for sure.
There's going to be things that suck, but if they enjoy it, then, you know, you suffer through it.
Go through it.
I'm super pumped for, I guess, I mean, as soon as my kid can hold his head up and roll around, I can't wait to just like wrestle with him because I did jiu-jitsu for a while.
Yeah.
And hopefully he likes it or picks it up. Or I'm one of those people who I'm like, I want him to do whatever he wants to do, but I also kind of like, I want him to do certain things and not like force it, but like jiu-jitsu, like it's self-defense. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's good for you.
Absolutely. Good
So,
discipline, everything.
It might be something that I try to push on, but then maybe give up later because you, like I said, you don't want to make your kid do things.
Right.
No,
No, that's a good mindset. Like we've said it before too, is
But I can't wait to just mess with
all
him.
you can
It's
do
fun, man, you know?
is expose your kid to as much that's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then like talk to them about it. You know what I mean? Because
see what they feel about it.
once
Like,
they're
hey, was
older-
that
'cause
fun? Or if
Right.
they're like, no, then it's like, okay. But
Because I mean,
another-
at that age, 3, 4, like you can hold a conversation with your kid.
yeah, and
you know.
you can tell when they're losing interest in something.
Oh yeah, you know, right?
Also,
you know pretty
and
quickly.
you don't seem like the type of guy like to be like, oh, you didn't like it? We'll pull you out. Right. Make them finish the season.
Make them finish.
Oh,
yeah.
Or the session or
started
whatever it
this,
is.
we're
We're
finishing
finishing
it.
it.
Yeah,
You're
we do
not-
that with karate.
And you're not
like,
getting a trophy.
Yeah.
like we did some karate. We had both of our older boys.
Yeah. We did try karate.
And they liked it, but they didn't love it, and they
Yeah.
were just kind of, you know.
hit that. But we tried everything. They had gymnastics. We did. Now they're doing what's called ninja training.
Ninja. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
They
that
love
sounds
that.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, that's cool. So they
So
do
it's
that.
like a ninja warrior.
Sweet.
So they're learning like just kind of like acrobatic type stuff.
yeah, just little
upper body
obstacle courses.
strength.
yeah.
It's
Cultivating
cool, man.
mass.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, though, man. The way that Sam climbs on shit now, like
Oh yeah, no, they
he does some
definitely
stuff-
learned some shit.
he does some stuff now that I'm like, wow, man, that was really impressive. He was on the monkey bars the other day. He flipped himself upside down,
Oh really?
and I'm like,
Oh yeah, they were doing that the other day.
okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, because I can't
I
go.
couldn't do that when
I'm
I was
like-
a kid,
I'm like,
you
holy
know?
Yeah,
shit,
right.
man. I'm like, that was pretty impressive. And he runs over and does like almost does like a flip the other day, and I'm like, what the hell was that? That was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
He goes-
cool.
he goes,
Like, I gotta be
do it.
careful around this kid. He's an assassin.
Seriously, yeah. You know what I mean?
right.
Freaking
Freaking
All
Mario
right, you
over
don't
there.
have to finish your Cheerios.
Yeah,
Jesus.
geez.
Yeah.
He just
They're
pulls out a
always
ninja star, flashes
okay,
it at you,
there's
puts it away.
Listen, kids are always finishing their Cheerios.
Oh, nice.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Especially with whole milk.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I digress.
Yeah,
so
no,
good, man.
activities are awesome. And here's the other side to that too is fill your time up, because if you're just sitting at home, like you don't realize how much you miss doing different activities, and like you'll bitch about it while you're doing it. Oh, I got to go to gymnastics tonight. Oh, I got to do baseball tonight. Oh, I got to do this. But the reality is, like, Corona hit and like all that shit went away.
Gone, and then you're just sitting at home.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I need these kids to get some energy out. I need to go do something.
they need
with
somebody
these
else
kids.
to tell them what to do. They need
Right,
some
right.
type of, structure from somebody else.
Because I
Get
think
them
in
into
reality, it gives you sort of a break. Like, yeah,
It
you gotta
does.
go there, but then they're doing
You get to
their
just-
Right,
thing,
you get a half hour.
you know?
Yeah, you just get to
Yeah.
chill.
You get a
And you're
half hour
watching
where
them,
somebody's
yeah.
instructing, somebody else is instructing, or even like with my daughter, I did it's mommy and me class, but I was usually the dude, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even that is fun. You're getting out, you're doing something. It takes up. I mean, listen, parenting is all about blocks of time, especially when they're little. How do I get through till dinner? How do I get through till bath time? How do I get through till bedtime?
Keep them
and
into
you just
something,
kinda
man.
keep them doing stuff.
And there's so
sounds
much.
so
There's,
scary.
There's so much
It
stuff
is.
to do, man.
It really is.
You're like, oh my god.
You know, even when my kid was like couldn't even walk, he was in a stroller and stuff. I would go to North Chagrin Reservation, and we just go on trails.
Yeah.
I would just go on long walks with him and the dog, and just you have dogs, right? So take the dogs in the stroller.
Yeah.
Just be aware of where you're going, because I took him on a pretty rough path one time up.
Long walk.
There was an overlook that I was like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. I just can't wait to get up there. It was a fucking nightmare, dude. I was like going over these routes and everything, and I couldn't. I mean, then we kind of got lost, got turned around, and
The
people were
stroller
like,
didn't have 4-wheel drive.
that was not good, man. I was dripping sweat trying to get this thing up this hill. These people are like, I can't believe you have a stroller up here. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? There were
What are you doing
there
up
were-
Yeah,
here?
I've done this before.
I got to this one point where there's stairs. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for
I'm
it.
here now.
Put him up the steps, man.
Oh my god.
I'm like, this is so dumb.
Get a good stroller.
Get a good stroller.
Don't skimp on the
City,
stroller.
what is that one that we
The
had?
City Select.
City Select is good.
Yeah, they're expensive.
we have
It's,
Bob.
it's stupid how expensive strollers are.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Get a good one.
That and car seats.
We
and
got
all that.
car seats. I mean, yeah,
But
like
the
they're
City
expensive, but
Select
they're
is,
literally saving your kid's life
Sure.
in the event
Yeah.
of an
Yeah,
accident.
for
Like
sure. Yeah, makes
that
sense.
to me
Spend the
wasn't
money.
like a big thing to spend the money on. The stroller, we went cheap and got like I don't even remember what it was, and within a year I had to replace it.
They just fall apart on you. Just,
It was just like it bent, and then you know
grease
it
the
just
wheels.
wasn't it. It didn't. Yeah, like the
wasn't a
wheels
smooth-
weren't.
it was like a bad
it was like that
shopping cart.
shitty shopping cart.
Yeah, bad
exactly.
shopping
cart.
Exactly.
yeah.
I always get that.
And so you know
the
we
City-
spent
the City
a couple
Select
$100
is-
on that, and then we went and spent a lot more on
God,
the real one.
This thing was expensive.
So
but
I
it's,
see some with like the 2 wheels in the back, the one in the front.
oh,
What's
so the
what's
Bob.
the deal with that?
So the Bob that's for like running and like.
Oh, okay.
But also if you're going on trails, I wish I had that because I have
That
one
would
of
be
those.
nice on trails.
You won't see me running.
Those
That's for sure.
those
happening.
big ass wheels, man, you could get over everything with that. So
The City Select, we both have it. Friends of ours have it. It's
phenomenal.
legit. Now they're crazy. They're
expensive.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
But we've had ours now for 4
5
years.
yeah.
4 years because we had the first
so you
one
could
for
get
like a
you could
year.
get like attachments for it too. So
Yeah.
say you have another kid, so you have 2 seats on it.
Yeah, we have 2
You
seats
can
on
put
ours.
like the
Bassinet.
cars.
We have the
bassinet.
bassinet.
Yeah, so you get the bassinet. You can put the car seat in there.
You can get the foot plate for the
Yeah,
back.
so it's called the
where when they're
kickboard.
older, the kickboard, and they can like
Okay.
stand up on the back
Oh,
and ride.
nice.
It's got like rollerblade wheels on it.
Yeah.
And just chill back
It's
there.
solid.
It is really good.
And they have a. I don't want to misspeak. Not that they're gonna like call me out,
They might.
but
They might.
I believe it's a lifetime warranty on everything.
Didn't Chelsea hit yours with the car? Or was
Yes.
it? Yeah. Okay.
It was in the garage, folded up, and she hit it with the car while pulling into the garage. And then
Still worked, didn't it?
Yeah, still worked.
Thing's solid. man.
God, I love a
And
lifetime warranty.
but like I like talked to somebody or filled out the online form and then talked to somebody, whatever it was, and then like they sent us a new frame,
Nice.
and like the frame is like $500.
Just dude. Ask for that one on the
a lot.
registry.
It's-
like maybe
it's
get
it's
a few
expensive.
people in there to chip in for that.
Yeah,
and,
like for your registry, like put that on there and have people chip in because it's worth it.
When does
And
your
they travel
kid-
well.
When does your kid get out of the stroller phase?
It just depends.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Just depends, man.
When
It
they're
depends.
able to
On,
just walk.
it
and
just
not-
depends on the kid. Like
Yeah.
sometimes my
3,
kid wants.
4, 5.
Well, here's the thing.
5's too old, right? I mean, it's got to be.
No, I mean, look.
So it depends,
on
man.
what you're
It
doing.
depends. Like we go for like a quick walk in the neighborhood, and like one of them will be like, I want to go on the stroller,
Yeah.
or I want to go ride a scooter or something like that.
Yeah.
It just depends. I mean,
Yeah.
we use ours still.
But like the
So
kick plate,
it makes sense to
like-
get a really good one.
Yeah, absolutely,
does.
It's gonna last.
You're
My
gonna
son's
use
4,
it-
and he sometimes he'll still sit in there,
and
or use the kickboard.
and what I would say is get it for the first one.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
then
for
if
sure.
you have more kids, you can just keep
keep
it,
adding
and then
onto
you're going
it.
to get more value out of it.
Do you ever wish you would have gotten the double one, or is that just unnecessary?
What,
So
side
ours-
by side?
Huh?
The
side
Yeah,
by side one?
Is that what they call them? Side by
I was-
side.
I'm guessing, like-
Side by side.
Yeah, side by side.
No.
This one has like
so the
2
City
seats.
Select.
Okay.
So you can have 1 seat in it, or you can have 2 seats in it.
Oh,
So, like,
that's
one of-
huge.
yeah,
yeah.
so
So,
the
you
thing
just
is
have to
too,
buy
like-
the extra seat then.
Okay.
And then like they have like these attachments. So, like,
Modular.
you buy the
wow.
different attachments for like a car seat. So like you have the carrier.
Wait, are you telling me this stroller is customizable?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's great.
So,
So,
it's
like-
like we're done with cars. We're going straight stroller.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
your
yeah.
life is over.
Yeah.
We're straight
you're going
stroller.
man.
Okay.
You're like, and then
I'm
people are like,
telling you.
damn, dude, is
But
that
does
City
it get-
Select, dude?
But does it? But does it get fun?
It is fun,
Look
man.
at the
other-
shocks on that
Other
thing.
dads walk by.
Lucky.
They're like, oh my god.
There was one stroller. It was ridiculous. I can't remember the brand, but it
Oh,
had,
that
like,
one that
lights
you
on
press
it.
the button?
Yeah, and then but it had like
It was
lights
the
on it.
Four
and stuff.
Moms one.
Yeah.
That was the same thing as that
The Mama
the
Room.
Mama Room.
Yeah, that thing
and
was
you
intense,
would,
man.
This thing, you would press a button and it would like, it was like a transformer. It was like get to where it was, and then you like hit the button again and it would compact
So
down.
these companies are targeting dads with customizable options. 100%.
100%.
They're not even
100%.
targeting women
100%.
anymore. They're targeting
so,
us.
So all they have to
Because when I heard
do,
customizable, I'm like, oh,
so all they have to do
like, let's go.
to market to moms, you just put the biggest price tag you can on it
and then say it's
Nice.
on sale.
and say it's on sale.
And then still gonna
to
buy
target
it.
to dads is make it customizable.
Yeah,
That's
like,
it.
Yep.
You could put a
They're so
Bluetooth
smart.
in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, you can do whatever you want
Oh
with
yeah,
that thing.
you
It's
can
amazing.
do it from your phone, not the City Select, but you don't need it. It's perfect.
Dude, it's phenomenal.
Nice.
So yeah, that's something to look forward to. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's exciting.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta-
all it
it's
is.
all
You gotta
exciting.
learn to
You
go
gotta
shopping
learn.
and find these things. It's like whatever, you know.
Oh,
but it's actually pretty cool.
You know what about a stroller? Did you guys ever get this? The mom hook. That was another genius idea.
We didn't get one, but I know what you're talking about. The thing is
So-
amazing. Yeah, it's a
So
great
they
idea.
make this. It's so stupid, and they probably made millions.
You're talking about like the carabiner?
It's a carabiner that's like this big, and all it is you put it on the stroller, but you can put any other bag, like hook it on there, so when you're carrying the stroller, like
just hangs off.
it's perfect.
Although so we never got one, but
We use it all the time.
the net underneath just jammed as much as we could.
Oh,
under that
yeah.
thing. Just jammed everything in there because you're carrying a bag around
Diaper
with you.
bags.
Diaper bags, man. Diaper bags. You know
I'll
what we
tell you
ended up
this.
getting?
Yeah, give me the deal. What's the diapers formula? Like baby wipes? Are we talking
I mean, you're gonna have to have
talking
it all.
money? Like big money here? Is it as bad as everyone says it is?
No.
Have a diaper party at Marky Fresh.
Yes,
Mark will
have
throw you a diaper party.
Have a diaper party. Here's what I say about diapers and like the expense of
My
having
wife
a
is
kid.
like, she's like, we should just start buying a pack every time we go to the store. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea to just get
Like, I
back
don't-
stock on it, man.
I don't
Like,
even
just have-
know, like, because like they say those diaper parties, like, oh, you end up getting just wiped out, and like you have extra here, extra here, extra here. It's like I don't even know.
It's-
What do you need the most of, or you know what I mean?
So the
Diapers are you're gonna go
smaller
through.
they are, you need more of.
Okay, so when they're like infants, you need a ton of those.
Yeah, sure.
Are
Because
they
you're going
what
to
are
change
they-
them every. The first couple days,
How
you're
many
going to change
poops a
them
day?
every hour.
Every hour.
But they're not even going to
Dude,
need
they're-
it, but you're going to do
You're
it.
gonna do it.
Pooping and peeing every hour.
What's that poop called? Like the
Marconium?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Meconium. It's like
Yeah.
and it's like this like tar looking stuff, and
Yeah.
that happens, and
It's
then
for like a week
peeing,
or
and,
two,
and then
yeah.
like you're just changing constantly.
So if you open up and there's nothing there, you change it anyways.
Yeah, you're not going to
tossing
put put it back on your
Yeah.
kid.
Okay.
Like,
When they get
You
older,
probably
though,
could.
when,
Yeah,
when
when
they
you
get
get
older,
older,
like, that thing's not touching. That thing's
fine.
not touching the ground yet. You're fine.
you're like, oh no, it's fine.
it's not dripping. It's not dripping yet. You're fine.
And there's not going to be start on second kid.
Yeah, second kid, whatever. My mom
You're on
today
your
at
own.
at the t-ball game. She's like, I think Ben needs his diaper changed. I'm like, I go up and like pat his butt. I'm like, he's good. It's not even filled up the back yet. We're fine. She's like, he's like limping. I'm like, he's fine.
He's got another 3 rounds in that thing.
But I finally got it off of him and was like, holy shit, man, this thing was filled.
You're like,
Because
sorry.
he's chugging water the whole time.
Here's the thing about the expense part of diapers and wipes and formula and all that other kind of stuff is I don't know how much you guys, for you guys, it's going to be a little bit different because you just went through Corona, you know. But before then, I don't know how much you guys went out, you know, out to dinner or go to the bar or whatever. But the reality is you can't do that anymore. So I felt like there wasn't that much of a change from
Money-wise,
no
yeah,
kids
finance-wise,
to
yeah.
having the first kid because you just
You're spending your
you
money.
just
You're
weren't- you're just
spending
spending it
your money
elsewhere.
elsewhere. Yeah, exactly. So it's not that bad.
It
It's
was
not
a
huge
really easy transition.
Yeah.
now
yeah.
clothing and like all that other stuff when she gets like Chelsea, I mean especially with Gibbs had like all these like Etsy shirts made and like all this, you know, and fine, like it made her happy and he was cute, whatever, it's fine.
They're cheap enough. I mean,
But
most
yeah,
of them.
right. But yeah, I mean it's a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I would say
I did not notice a huge.
I would say like
difference.
a diaper bag
Great.
too. Like, don't go. I mean, we had a cool diaper bag. It was nothing crazy, but there's so many diaper bags, like man diaper bags and stuff like that. Just get a backpack, man. We had that backpack with. I think you guys have the same one. Obviously, I think that's where we got the idea from. The backpack, Gibson's first backpack, like the
Pottery Barn.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we still use that thing. I mean,
Yeah,
like we.
yeah.
It's like a backpack. You have the cup holders on both sides. I mean, throw the diapers in
Yeah, it's
there,
solid.
the wipes. You have the bottles, and I mean everything fits.
I mean,
in
we
there fine.
we
it's
have
easy
like,
to carry
we
around
have
too.
4 of those now.
Yeah, we have two. I think,
Two
or
for
three.
each kid. Like they each got their own. You know, like we had
You get their name on there and everything.
Yeah,
You can pick the design you want and everything, the print on it, and or just get.
Gibbs just got a new one for Spider-Man
Did he? Nice.
for school.
So
Because
yeah,
you
I mean,
need
a
bigger
backpack
one.
is fine, man. Like it's just
Backpack is fine. I got as a gift. It's called Diaper Dude or something.
yeah.
like
There's
that.
like the
It's like a messenger style bag. And it was
Trendy.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
If
cool.
you go- if
it
you go
looked
on
better
Google-
than
Yeah,
your
it looks
traditional
cool,
diaper
yeah.
bag.
like if you want to get one for yourself, just type in go into Google and type in man
Man bag.
diaper bag, and you'll find.
There's like all sorts of,
There's
like, tactical
the
ones
tactical
now.
ones. Yeah. There's some badass
And they're
ones.
cool.
It comes with like first aid. and,
Yeah,
like,
literally, yeah.
shears.
And it's cool, but the reality is you can get by with, I mean, Steve brought this up one time, and maybe not when they're real
A little bit
little,
old, when they get a little bit older.
when they're a little bit older.
Especially with their first one too,
He
you're
would
jamming everything
Yeah,
into that
yeah.
bag, man. Everything.
But I mean, he came up with, he's like, dude, I put 2 diapers in my back left pocket and like a
thin thing of
small thing of
wipes
wipes in the other pocket, and you're fine.
Boom.
That's
Like you can go minimalist.
hilarious.
Yeah.
You can go
Like when
minimalist.
you look outside looking in, like this is what it's come to.
Right.
Got
It's
diapers
literally-
back here.
I'm,
Got wipes
I'm
right
out, like,
here.
I'm at like,
You got the
Super
wub-
dad.
you
You're
got
like,
the
you're like
wubbing up in
Batman,
the
but
front
you're not
dude,
fighting
I'm telling you,
crime.
man. Like
Yeah.
these people will be like, "Oh, hey, dad," like they just laugh. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm like, "Hey, man, this works."
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what we do.
people are, you know, it works.
Honestly, the bag makes it more difficult sometimes, but
But you do. It is
Well, it's another
necessary.
thing that you're just carrying around.
right,
You know.
right.
But like I said, for the first kid too, you're gonna be like, we need to pack. Oh God, pack in the car for the first time to go.
I was gonna ask you guys that. How hectic is that time frame when it's like, oh, this is happening? Is it just like
Like you're gonna go to like your parents' house
and you're gonna take the
for
whole bedroom
dinner.
with them. A few
and
hours.
you're going to pack.
We need the pack and play. We need their bouncer. We need their stroller. We need like you pack their whole room into the back of the car because you're like, I don't know, we might need it.
Like, don't you go to Outer Banks all the time? Like once a year or whatever? The first time that you go to your parents' house for dinner with your child, you will pack like you're going on vacation.
well, that's the thing. It's crazy. It's
And
so,
you will be so frustrated
Yeah.
because it's ridiculous.
she's just like,
out
we
of
need this.
control.
She's like, we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
You run back in the house like 15 times.
Yep.
You're like, oh shit, I forgot something. Come back out. You're like,
We're late.
so a half hour ago. So
Am I crazy to think that okay, if, you know, we have the kid in January, right? Mm-hmm. January, February, March, April, May. Am I crazy to think we're taking a 5-month-old to the
No.
Olympics next summer?
We took.
That's very doable.
I took Gibbs to
absolutely,
Hilton
man.
Head when he
It's-
was 2 months old.
Nice.
We took him, and it was amazing.
Because
Yeah.
I need to go on vacation.
And it was
yeah,
rough.
you gotta do vacation still, man.
So here's what you do.
It's a different type of vacation this time
When
around.
you guys usually get like a house,
Yeah,
right?
big
like
house,
for your whole
pool,
family.
everything, yeah.
So here's where the perks come in. Find the
Babysitters.
room that's the furthest away. That's usually one of the bigger rooms, and say, "Hey guys, we need this room. We don't want to wake you guys up when he's crying at night or
Nice and
whatever."
Quiet.
We did that.
Front of the
Now
house.
I got screwed on that when we went to Hilton Head because the room that was the furthest away was like the 2 twin beds and like,
You're like,
the shitty room with no bathroom.
You're like, don't
by
worry,
it
he
and
sleeps
everything.
really well,
I'm like,
guys. He'll be
Chels,
fine.
let's just take the master. I'm pretty sure they'd be cool with it. She's like, no, this one's further. I'm like,
Damn it.
Sleeping in
But the
a
other
twin
thing too, if
bed.
you're going with your family and everything, you got a lot of eyes on them.
Yeah.
Got
oh,
other
yeah.
babysitters like, why don't you two go and grab some food and you guys we'll stay back with the baby and hang out.
dude.
Yeah.
So,
Oh God, you should have seen pictures of Ian on his first vacation.
I was going
with
to
kids.
just say.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that's where that picture came from, actually.
I know.
So we're in Hilton Head. Gibbs
was it like Weekend at
so that
Bernie's with
was
the baby?
in like
God, man,
that was in like August, and Gibbs was born at the end of June. We went to Hilton Head, and Chelsea's like, "Can I go shopping with my mom and my sister and stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, go. We're good." And we're hanging out and everything, and my father-in-law and you know there was like 6 of us that were all watching the kid. It was fine. We're drinking. We're having a good time, and I got in the pool and I started hitting it hard.
Let's just say Ian went on vacation. on this
Chelsea
trip,
came
man.
home after like 4 hours of shopping, and I am fucking wrecked.
Dude, I gotta pull up this picture for you. He looks
please.
like
It's like
a-
Harry and the Hendersons,
Yeah,
bro.
literally. That's the best way to
Young
put
Jamie,
it.
pull it up. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I know.
Jamie,
Put it up
pull
there.
that picture
We'll
up.
edit
Put it up
that
there.
in.
Yeah, please. You should edit that picture in because
Dude,
that picture
she
is gold.
Was so mad at me.
I get a Snapchat and that picture pops up. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Immediate screenshot.
Oh, yeah. I had to.
So glad you did.
It's so good. It doesn't even look like him. I don't even know who that guy is. I'm like,
I
what
was
the-
wracked.
Yeah, I need to
And
see
it
that.
didn't take long. like,
Oh,
It's
let
like 2
loose.
o'clock. It was
and like,
oh my
don't
God.
get me wrong, like kid was fine. I knew we were good,
Yeah,
but
you
she
had
was
babysitters.
so fucking mad at me. Oh my god.
Yeah, so be careful on
This
that.
is why we can't hang out with people. I'm like, no, they were fine.
He's good.
They were feeding me shots.
He's like, I'm gonna go take a
was
nap with
I didn't
Gibson.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was good. We were in the pool. I was hammered. It was fine.
He can swim now, by the way.
Fun fact.
He flows.
Our
we
kid
found
can
out.
swim.
It was great. He was backstroking the whole time. It was
Yeah.
great. Oh God.
Oh yeah, no, you could 5 months absolutely.
You'll be fine, man. Just know that the ride might not be that smooth. Depends on the kid,
That
obviously.
age might be okay.
Might be, but it just depends.
It's the
I mean, I guess you.
I
can
took-
work
it's
out
all
that sleep
perspective.
It
schedule,
is. Well,
you know?
I took a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old to New Jersey last year, and it was perfect. They were both phenomenal
Yeah.
the whole time.
Nice.
We left at 5 in the morning, and I was like, or 4 in the morning, and I'm like, Sam will be sleeping. It'll be easy. He woke up as soon as we got in the car, and he's like, vacation. He was so pumped. So for the first hour and a half, he was just excited. Then he passed out for like 3 hours. And
Yeah.
It was
Great.
And they both were just so comfortable.
Dude,
It
there's
was
something
amazing.
about driving to vacation, wherever you're going, whether it's 4 hours or 12 hours, whatever. There's something about that first time looking over and seeing the wife sleeping, kids sleeping,
Yeah.
and you're just driving. You got like a bag of combos and like
It is awesome, man.
Whatever,
It's like,
and
man,
you're
this
just
is it.
like-
I'm like,
Hits
Clark,
you in the
I'm
feels.
like,
it's great,
Yeah.
you're
man.
like Clark Griswold, man.
Yeah.
Taking over at that cute chick in the
Holiday
Ferrari.
Road.
Yeah, you do the rival dad driving next
Yeah.
to you. You know, the
Give him a
nod.
nod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Dude, we rented
You're like,
a-
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
We rented a minivan to go
that's
to New
sweet.
Jersey. It was actually pretty badass.
That's awesome.
I felt like a
Dude,
douche, but it was
they
pretty
are
awesome.
solid.
They're so.
I mean, we don't have one. My wife refuses.
Yeah, Liz won't drive one,
But
but they're so
They're
practical.
so practical.
It makes sense. I mean, I remember growing up, we had a minivan.
We did too,
And
man.
when we finally got it, it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Dude, when
I mean, it was
my
the
mom got
coolest
one.
thing
It was
ever.
we were so excited, man.
Yeah.
That
Well,
sliding
then your
door on
dad
the
had the
side.
conversion
Well,
van?
now they're like, I'm like, I'll get in the car, guys. You hit a button and both doors slide open.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like this
Yeah.
is freaking
The
amazing.
TVs
that's
turn
standard.
on.
Yeah, it's just that's standard. That's just
the
standard right
standard
there,
now.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, well, when I was getting the van too, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go pick up the van. They call me. They're like, hey, by the way, we couldn't get you a van, so we got you it was like a Yukon or a Suburban or something. I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
fuck yeah.
You're like, oh, that sounds awful, but I'll take it.
I'm like, that sucks, I guess. So I get there, they're like, hey, great news, we got you that minivan. I'm like, man. And I look over at that Yukon, man, and I'm like, this thing is like, all is black, all tinted out. It looked like an FBI agent, man. I'm like, this is gonna be
Sweet.
badass. This is gonna be so awesome. No, I got the minivan, but it was great for that trip.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much room for Liz to like climb over,
Dude.
walk back between the seats and like deal with the kids or whatever,
So,
get them snacks.
2 years ago, when I took the family to Disney,
Mm-hmm.
we rented a minivan, and it was wonderful. It was practical. There was some good technology in there. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
And I remember right when we got back, it was like about time my lease was up, and I was very, very.
Oh, you
close.
were. I remember going to test drive one with you guys.
You
Liz
remember
and I
that?
came with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
We went-
you were
I
close?
was very
It was the,
close to
Pacifica.
getting rid. Yep, it was the Pacifica. I was very, very close
Is the
to getting
Pacifica
rid
the
of the
one with
truck.
like that commercial where that dad's looking
Yep.
at the car and it turns
Yep.
into a panther? And
Yep.
there's like flames behind it. I'm
That-
like, that's
dude,
great
great
marketing.
marketing.
Oh, phenomenal.
Solid
I want
vehicle
one.
though. Solid vehicle.
She ran smooth.
It's wonderful.
Dude,
yeah.
just get the all black with the blacked out rims and everything.
Minivan, like, I feel like it's the jump. You just can't like you either make the jump or you don't.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Like,
it's a
are
tough
we
one.
doing this?
Yeah.
Because it's like having a kid. Like we're doing
It
this.
is true.
Yeah.
It takes-
Minivan
it
is
takes a lot.
huge.
Yeah,
Minivan's
it is.
huge.
Yeah.
That's a big change.
Because you go from car to pickup.
I don't see
truck
I don't
to-
see any issues with the minivan.
Yeah.
No.
At
No.
all.
I won't drive it, but yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
I'll take the truck. I mean, I got to keep the truck. I was a car guy my whole life. Toyota.
You got a truck now. You got to have the
small.
truck. I get it.
The truck for house stuff, honestly, like it's great. Like not having
It
a
is
truck
wonderful.
for forever.
The truck
and now
is
having
cool.
one, I'm like,
The
why didn't
truck
I
is
have
cool
this?
except when you're like the only guy that has
Oh,
one,
yeah,
like
that
Ian
sucks.
for years.
Yeah.
Ian had to be called for every move, every
Yeah.
project.
It worked
I'm
out though
experiencing that
because
right now.
it was very like I never had a shortage of like because I've moved a lot.
Oh yeah, you
I've
always
never
help.
had a shortage of hey, I need you to help me move.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. This guy's moved like
but
six
like you can
times.
give the wife the minivan, right?
She won't drive it.
She won't. Okay, she refuses.
That's why
I
we
feel
don't
like, I
have
feel
it.
like Sam would. I feel like she'd be so down for that.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like super mom for sure. I've no doubt.
Our buddy Brian, they have a what is it? The
Club Odyssey?
Odyssey, yeah, Club Odyssey. I think
We call it Club Odyssey. It's amazing.
Club Odyssey.
think
You
it's
guys go
pretty
to Club
badass.
Odyssey? Or what?
Yeah,
You guys wanna hit
absolutely.
Club Odyssey.
Club
this
Odyssey
weekend, man?
pulling up.
It's
It's great,
It
man.
is,
The-
man. It works. It's great. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What else on the
on
this
the
is
list
great.
of things.
I love talking to guys
It's
that are
taking me
getting ready
back.
to go
It's
in there
taking
because
me
I remember
back.
all that shit, right? Like
I'm
now
sure
it's
that
just
I'm trying to
there's
think of
definitely going to be more when we get closer,
yeah.
for me to things start popping in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think right
There's
now
There's a few
with-
essentials. I feel like what we brought up are like those are pretty important. There's a lot of stupid little things that I don't know, like teething things and like stupid little things. That they
well,
give to the
what I would
registry
say
and-
is, talk to Sam, find out when you're going to be comfortable giving them real food.
Okay.
The earlier, the better.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Like, there's people that say wait 6 months. We
we did it super early.
at like 3 months started giving him like smashed up avocado.
We would mix avocado. We did it at your house for the first
Yeah,
time. It was
avocado- yeah,
avocado
that's
with
right.
formula.
Yep.
Eggs, I'm assuming, are soft and delicious.
I mean,
do
they are
love
soft and
eggs.
delicious. I don't even know when we
You know
started
what I
giving them eggs for the first time.
And we're back.
So what do you guys? How do you guys feel about a Crunchwrap Supreme?
How do you feel about scrambled eggs with Gouda?
Oh, I
Hey.
love Gouda. Who doesn't?
Crumbled bacon?
What's gonna be cool actually is like, because I want to come back. A lot.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
gonna be cool for me to watch this a year from now, come back and be like, I'm an idiot.
No, yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Like-
Well, that's what we
But you
said.
go in
Like, from
blind,
the
man.
beginning.
You really don't know.
But just like looking in and being like, wow, he had no clue.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you don't. How
You
could
don't.
you?
You don't.
Right?
You don't.
Like,
Even I had a brother. You know, he had a kid 5 years before we. 5 years before we had a kid.
was that 5?
Yeah, she's 9.
Oh, okay.
So
Mila
Still, I
seems
had
like
no
she's
clue.
like 20 to me.
I know she's like
She's like such a mom already.
She is
She's
for
amazing.
Sure. She's the
His,
best.
his niece, like when we get to like the kids together and stuff like that, and she's there, she
You don't
takes
need-
care of all
You
the
don't need
kids.
to do anything. She'll
It's
like she'll
amazing.
get all the
Awesome.
kids. She like wrangles all the kids up.
she's
and
only
she's like
9?
She's 9.
You're like, thank God.
And she goes, I'm gonna go play school with the kids, and she like we'll go down and look like in the basement, and all the kids are lined up, and she's like the teacher, and she's telling them what to do, and they're
And
all
they're-
lined up, and they're all
They're glued.
You're sitting there just, you know,
like-
she's
I'm like
teaching
taking
you.
notes. I'm like,
yeah,
wait a
you're
minute,
like, what
what
is
are
she
you saying?
doing?
I'm like, so I should have waited 5 years in between.
Yeah, right.
Because like my brother's like, dude, you don't do anything. She's got everything
Yeah.
taken care
Wow.
of. Talk about a big help, man.
Yeah.
That was an easy transition.
for
Having
sure.
a second one for him.
No, that is really cool though, because that's what we said. At worst, doing this podcast is like we're gonna get to look back and see like, wow, what did we think about when? I mean, we started this when what our kids were 3 and 1,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
And we'll just
But
bring you
it's
back on the
super
show and
cool.
see how you feel. Like how
Yeah.
we'll bring you out a year from now.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, we'll say it when the baby's a year old.
Yeah,
See how that first
Something
year
like
went. We'll have a little.
I should
6
definitely.
months.
I should
6
definitely
months
try
fine
to
with
come,
me.
try to come back if I have time, I guess. you know, like right
Make
after
time.
for that shock factor. Like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, man. He's like slouched out of the chair. I'm starving.
My eyes are bloodshot. I'm not even talking to you guys. I'm just eating Taco Bell.
Where's my Chipotle?
Yeah, guys, thanks for getting me out tonight. I'm starving. I had to get Taco Bell tonight.
I've eaten nothing but puffs.
We have a gallon of milk sitting next to him. Just Taco Bell. We have a whole layout just for thank you.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
It's not
I'm in.
terrible.
We should
No,
bring some Taco Bell on
absolutely.
next time. We'll
Yeah.
try some food out.
Ooh,
I'm actually a little shocked he didn't bring Taco Bell.
You brought me that, Ian. I'm excited to eat some food.
Don't tell me with a
Yeah.
good time. Anytime you guys want to do a food podcast,
We
that
definitely
could be
can do that.
that could be dangerous.
What happened to really all right reviews?
Kind of fizzled out.
Those were so entertaining.
So good, man.
The one
It
we
was- it
did
was
on
great.
bottles of water
Oh,
was, I think,
yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, the dumbest one ever.
Like,
But yeah,
So
I
good
was
though. So
hooked.
I could
so
I
good.
could taste the volcanic ash in the Waikia.
It was
Oh,
so
it was
good.
really
Yeah.
good. You guys
know,
gotta bring those
So
back.
good.
Yeah, good electrolytes and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, those were.
I'm a big fan. I
lot of
should have.
fun.
I did the Fiji
Fiji, yeah.
Big fan of Fiji.
versus the Waikia, whatever it is, because I didn't want to do smart water because I love smart water.
I love Smart Water.
It tastes good.
as well.
I don't
yeah.
know what it is, but it's just
Hey, it is.
Yeah, it's good. So, but yeah, that was a pretty funny one. It's pretty
Yeah,
stupid.
those were
Stupid
good.
funny.
But
Dude,
they're
those were great
very
videos.
entertaining.
Yeah, we had some ideas. We want to do it right, and we want to
No such thing.
right.
We don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
we're
we don't know
doing.
what we're doing. We don't even know if this is right.
Well, we just want to actually put the time in because I
Yeah.
mean, you've
It's a lot of
seen
time.
some of the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
we threw together. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, thank God Marco's an editing god. He can.
He is.
Like literally, he'll film me.
Well, he's
and
a
then
he.
It's Facebook. It's on in 30 seconds. And it's edited.
He's
with
got the
music.
vision. for
Marco
it, yeah.
somehow knows like what he wants to capture and can
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's taken us a year and a half to figure out like how to position tables
Yeah.
in this studio to figure out like what
It was
the
just
best
it was just
angles are,
random
you know
too
what
because I
mean?
got here like an hour and a half before Ian got here one night.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do something different. So I just moved the tables like this and I took that off the wall.
And
I'm
it's
like,
so good.
and
Like,
now this is our setup.
Why we weren't doing this from the beginning is beyond me.
Yeah. But it works.
This is a sweet setup.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like it.
So
But yeah, no, Marco knows his shit.
he is
so,
good.
Like,
He's really good with that.
Yeah, we
he's got,
definitely
he's
have
got
some
the vision.
ideas.
He's got the vision.
Don't want
idiot,
to
though.
give it away just in case we do it.
Idiot. He's an idiot, bro.
He's a killer.
He's a
man.
murderer.
murder.
All right. Well, I guess. I mean, I don't know if could we do a proud dad moment or a dad hack, or should we give him some? I mean, I don't know what we should do.
All right, so one of the spots that we like to hit is a proud dad moment.
Okay.
So to explain a proud dad moment, So a proud dad moment is typically something either about one of your kids or yourself or your spouse, about like something that's like you were in the moment and said, man, that's amazing, you know? And I don't think it's unfair to say that you could already had something like that. And so what I do with this is I typically take a long time to explain it so that you can start thinking.
Sure.
I'm done with that now, though. So.
I was going
Great. I've got
to say this is a
nothing.
longer one than usual.
Yeah. Because when I think of proud dad moment, I just think of like being a dad and like looking at my kid and being like, yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
it's kind of tough.
You know?
But it could be
when-
like something like you went to the hospital with your wife, or like you supported your wife somehow, or or
Nick-
she did something.
Nick actually had a really good one. So our buddy Nick is probably due right
November.
Yeah, so like just before
4.
but like he had such a good one. He was just like, dude, like just agreeing and or like saying, yes, I want to be a dad. I was proud of.
yeah.
Which is pretty amazing. Like, sounds like you kind of knew that you wanted to have kids.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
did
It was always
not.
part of your plan. Yeah, he was never
And, like,
really
he
into
was,
it.
I don't want to say he had to be talked into it, but like he had to come to terms with it, right?
He was
Like,
never really like big, like wanted to be around kids. Like,
Right.
He was never really. That was never really his thing.
But
So,
man,
like, for
he's
him,
super excited.
He's
though,
really
and,
excited, and he like for him
and he's
to
proud of
actually
that.
get to come to that and be like, I want to have a baby. Like,
Yeah.
that was huge for him. So that was his proud dad moment.
Yeah.
For me, I would say I'm going to say it's the first time I felt something, but it's not obviously, but it was the first time like it just really hit me. It was obviously, for me, it was the ultrasound. Like
Yeah.
she showed me it's positive. Cause nope, there you go. We've been together for 8 years and we didn't have kids that whole time because
Right.
we were taking precautions, and when we were finally ready to have kids, you're trying.
Yeah.
Right,
We're trying. And she shows me the pregnancy test. It's positive. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. I'm like, duh. What do you think we've been doing? Of course you're pregnant. So like it was exciting, but it didn't like hit you,
Yeah.
But the ultrasound definitely was like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Seeing it, being with her, she's laying
Yeah.
there. I'm sitting next to her. Like we're both looking at the screen. Like
Yeah.
That's
that
an
was-
amazing moment.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It is really
Like
cool.
that's when it actually hit me because she had gotten to go to the doctor before that when I wasn't allowed to go.
Yeah.
Right.
And so she's telling me about it, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool, but I'm kind of like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different
whatever.
when you see
But
it.
when
I'm
you see it though,
there.
and you see the heartbeat and like you see
yeah.
everything, and you're like,
He's
it's gonna be a
moving around,
boy,
dude. He's
and it's
sucking
like
his thumb.
yeah.
He's moving around. Like
he's kind
it
of
was
hanging
cool.
out like you.
Yeah,
It's
it's
such
literally
an interesting perspective because, like, you and I were fortunate enough that, like, we weren't dealing with fucking COVID.
Yeah, we just
That,
got to go to all the
you went
appointments.
right away, and those
That
first
sucks,
ones.
by the way. Everyone's like, quarantine baby. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, that's
know
true.
what I
So you
mean?
get those
Like,
comments. Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But like the first ones, like they don't even do ultrasounds, right? Like they just do like that heartbeat monitor.
Yeah.
And so like I remember like getting to hold the thing and counting the beats, or not counting, but like looking at the screen
Yeah.
or whatever. I was like, oh, cool, like those were amazing. But like for the first one to see, like that would be pretty intense. Like I could see how that
Yeah.
would be a very definitive moment to say, holy shit, this
Yeah.
is real.
It was super
like
cool.
we got to build up to it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't. Like,
Yeah,
he
it
just
was like that was the first thing.
it was like,
there.
yeah,
First thing I
my
saw
wife's
was,
pregnant.
was him
Holy
sitting forward,
shit.
just like, I was like, that's hilarious.
And like, boom, that's it, man. That's
Kid's
my
an idiot.
like, ah, man. And then it's like, man, that's my boy.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
it, man.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's Luke.
Yeah, that's Luke.
there he is.
Oh, dude, that's good.
Oh, Michael, man.
Luke.
Michael.
Luke or
Michael's a
Michael?
good name. That's my dad's name. That's my
Because
brother's
we
name.
could go Michelangelo.
Michelangelo's
That's
pretty
real
good
easy.
too, though.
That is
It's
so
easy
good,
for me.
man. So
Then you
good.
got to have 4.
Or you just do.
Or should I name my first kid Splinter? Master Splinter.
Definitely name your kid Splinter.
Just go. Hey, what a badass name. So good. This is my son Splinter.
Dude, I mean, come on, man. I mean, amazing.
Parents would be like, oh, shit.
I'm not messing with Splinter, dude. No.
Hey, I don't want you hanging out with Splinter.
Wait, Splinter's bad news.
I met
never met him, but
dude named Blaze tonight.
Yeah, that's a sick name.
Blaze. Good for him.
Max's
Max's
brother? Yeah.
He was on Tosh.0.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
He was in one of those little clips.
Yeah.
He was like full bore sprinting ahead, slipped, and just totally drilled his head. And it's like clear as day. You see Blaze just at the camera. It's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Blaze,
Yeah.
man.
No, Splinter's such a badass name. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to work on that.
Yeah,
if I want that to happen.
Or just have one named Shredder.
Shredder. Hey, stay away from Splinter and Shredder. They are bad news.
Those kids, man. Those
kids are up to no good.
Those kids
Yeah.
are bad news. Fucking Splinter.
Splinter's,
I love it.
Splinter's sick.
Go to Sam and just be like, hey, let's be real serious. What do you think about? I got the name.
Give me one name.
Hear me out. Splinter.
She's like a splinter, and I'm like, I have the divorce papers right now.
Yeah, right. If you don't know what I'm talking
You know what I'm
about,
talking about?
fucking done.
We're done.
What did you just say?
I've had enough of this bullshit. You're giving me so much shit right now.
I can see the pictures
Marriage
now.
is horseshit.
Get some ooze laid out.
Oh, yeah.
And just have him like laying there. Yeah, Splinter, man.
Yeah.
I like
So
Splinter.
good.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
not
the pictures you could take with that. Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
the best pictures, the cracked
Dude,
open
not
little container.
not too long before quarantine and all that other crap, we had this little, I don't know, we did it for a few weeks in a row before everything got shut down. Was we would bring the boys to the arcade,
Oh, the arcade,
and
man.
dude,
that was
they were
fun,
all
man.
into the Ninja Turtles game.
Turtles in Time.
And-
Great game.
No, I mean they don't have that in the arcades
Is
anymore.
it like a
It's
newer
a newer
one? Yeah,
one,
okay. Still
but it's
awesome.
really good.
Yeah, I'm sure the
It
graphics
is
are
awesome.
great.
And we sat up there one day, and the four boys, they got to sit there and play.
Yeah, we
and
get a great picture of that.
spent-
There's a lot of money spent.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I think
arcade's not cheap, dude.
no, I think I spent $60.
Can't put a price tag on memories.
No, man.
Can't.
Gibbs to this day, Dad, remember we went to the arcade and we beat it? And we beat Shredder?
We beat it. Did you guys beat it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well,
There's
they
a lot of
beat
money.
it.
There's a lot of money put down.
There
so.
was a ton of money, but they
proud
beat...
dad moment.
Oh, 100%.
Beating a Ninja Turtles game at an arcade.
The fact
At
that
an
he
arcade, man.
still
I've never
talks
done that.
about it, he's
Yeah.
like, Dad, remember... I mean, at least once a month, he's like, Dad, when can we go to the arcade? I would love to take on Shredder.
Where'd you guys
again."
go? Round one.
Yeah.
Round one, yeah.
That's awesome.
Spot, man.
It was really good.
There's a lot of good games.
He was
there.
so
Sweet.
pumped.
But it's just like, man, now.
But yeah, it was an
I
expensive
took Sam to Dick's a few weeks ago to get it, well, months ago now, to get his baseball stuff, and he looked over. He's like, "Hey, I think the arcade's open." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we could go over there."
Cost Daddy about $150.
Yeah. And he's like, "I want ice cream," but the ice cream's only $1, which is
Dude.
awesome.
And even their food and
We
stuff
got the
isn't bad.
We got pizza.
We got pizza.
Man, we got
we had
some
a
ice
couple
cream.
beers.
Yeah, man, we had some beers too. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. All right, here's the real. All right, let's go into the dad hack
I was
segment.
gonna say this sounds like a dad hack.
This is a dad
Yeah.
hack.
100%.
Find your dudes that have kids or having kids, and just figure out how to from the get
Get them.
Get
to
the
hang
kids
out.
together.
Get them together and just
the
hang
best
out.
things that we ever did was just say, like, all right, we're all kind of into this at the same time, and
Yep.
maybe it was luck, maybe it was
There's
just
a lot
like,
of luck, and just I guess we're just all like, okay, well, I guess
But, like,
it's time.
like there's what, 4 of us. Really, there was like 6 of us, but really
4 of
the
us,
4
yeah.
of us that all had kids right within the first year.
Yeah, and it was.
And we did everything together from the get go.
It'd be like, hey,
Kids
girls,
are
why don't you guys go
months
have a girls'
old.
night out?
Yeah,
We'll watch the kids'
yeah.
night, or vice versa. Like the girls will be like, hey, why don't you guys have, the girls watch the kids? Let's have a guys' night out.
Yeah.
Nice.
But like
Or
you
like-
started out and just say, girls
do
go
it.
out.
And we were starting to do this whole thing. We're like, let's have a dad meet up. We'll get the kids together. We'll go do something with the boys, and then
Yeah.
and it's awesome.
It's so much better when you, well, I guess we don't have anything to compare it to, but
yeah,
I can't imagine not having like Steve and Brian and Raj to like go through it with at the same time. And that's literally
It
why
was-
we started this podcast.
I was gonna say, and that's how this podcast started because we just
because not
we were hanging
everyone
out.
does have it.
It was literally one night Ian and I just hanging out, and we're like, we should start recording what we're doing. First, it
Well,
was like,
we were
let's take
sitting in
some-
my basement and we were just like talking about our kids for like an hour. Like,
Why don't we just?
why
talk
are
about
we
this?
not talking
Why
about
don't we
like
record this?
sports
Yeah.
and like?
That's how
But
it
there was
was
a lot
born.
of there was a lot of funny shit too. Like yeah, exactly.
Why aren't we talking
Guy-
about cool
guy
shit?
stuff.
Yeah,
No,
man.
we're talking about freaking Marconium and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just talking about
The
all the bullshit we
tan-colored
went
poo.
through. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
man, good times.
Ugh.
Poop.
yeah, poop.
I had a poop moment tonight.
Oh,
Wasn't the well? It was on one of the kids, but
Is that what happens when you have kids? Instead of taking pictures of your own poop, you start sharing photos of your
I would
kids'
send them
poop.
pictures of my kids' shits all the time.
Love it.
Some
Yeah.
epic dumps,
Hey,
man.
game for that.
Yeah,
Epic dumps.
I
No-
can eat. That's an easy transition.
Oh yeah.
guess who had a
Easy
grilled cheese
transition.
burrito last night?
Boom. Send that to Marco.
Easy.
He's like, son of a bitch, more shit.
Come on,
Man, I was eating lunch.
Yeah.
No, my son stepped in dog shit tonight.
Oh,
So my sister's in
barefoot
town.
or no?
Oh yeah, he's barefoot.
Oh, nice.
It was awesome. So my sister and my brother-in-law are in town from DC, and they brought their kids. And I'm like, okay, you guys come over. We hung out for a little while. And I cleaned up the dog shit because,
Right.
it's everywhere. So I pick it up, but my sister brings her dog. He's a German short-haired pointer. And the two dogs are running around. And I'm like, that's probably fine. So anyway, they're getting ready to leave, and Sam just starts screaming. I look back there, and he's got his foot up in the air, and there's just shit caked to the bottom of his foot.
Oh, nice.
All right,
So I'm
what
like-
color?
Man, it was light
The
brown.
oranges?
Yeah.
Orangish?
Yeah,
Like the rusty color?
I know it wasn't Teddy's shit. It was definitely Charlie. So I pick him up, put him under my arm. I'm like, don't kick your feet. I'm taking you to the hose.
Dangerous territory.
Bro.
I'm kicking him, and his feet
Please
are
don't
kicking. He's
kick.
got it on his foot, and it's on his other ankle because he kicked it like he hit his. Oh, I'm like, oh my god! I'm out there with the hose spraying him down. He's just laying on the ground. He's like, hey, what? He's like, why did I do that? I'm like, buddy, it was an accident. It's not a
fine.
big
Yeah,
deal. It's
right.
not a big deal. It's just poop. And I'm like, he's like, it's so disgusting. I'm like, I clean up your brother's shit constantly. I have to
Clean up
wipe
his
your-
shit
And I'm
constantly.
like, I had to wipe your ass still, so I don't want to hear you
Yeah.
complaining about poop.
Like having a little kid meltdown. Like, why?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
why? I love.
It's all my fault.
Some of them sometimes
relax.
Get
they're so-
real
dog shit.
comfortable with feces.
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
You can handle
be
it.
fine.
Yeah.
There's some people that are like, oh, I'm never doing it. It's like, dude, you're doing it.
You
It's
ever
gonna
see
happen.
those
shit, you know?
ads of
guys are-
like,
yeah.
there's dads like, like just like regularly changing a diaper.
Diapers, I
like
mean,
it's not that bad.
It's so
No.
easy. It's like
Yeah.
boom, boom, wipe, yeah, whatever. Sometimes I'm like, this is freaking disgusting and it smells
Sure.
like hell. But I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's whatever.
I guarantee anything that my kids have done is nowhere near what I've done,
Oh, for sure.
and I've taken care of that myself. So
I feel like when it's an absolute when it's an absolute
You're
mess,
helping me out, right?
when you open it up and it's just a disaster,
It's a disaster,
it's like
yeah.
okay, this is a disaster, but also it's impressive. Give the little
There's
man
sometimes,
props.
man, where it's
Give the
like-
little man props. He wrecked
That's
it.
you crushed
You
it,
wrecked
dude.
it.
yeah.
You
All right, so
crushed it.
now I'm thinking about like up the back blowouts.
Hey, impressive.
I forgot about those,
Not
man.
saying I'm gonna
In
enjoy
the
it,
moment-
but my God.
In the moment, not so impressive.
Because the last time you went up the back was at 9 months. You know what I mean? It's
Fair.
been 30 plus years.
Fair.
You know?
Touche.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those blowouts are so brutal.
Not that
though,
you
man.
want
when,
that,
when,
but-
when the shit gets on their clothes
Oh yeah.
and you have to remove a
Well,
onesie.
because you're trying to like
Yeah.
like
Oh.
stretch it out to like not get it in
you
their
don't wanna get it-
hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
That's
then
a
when you
pain.
get it and it's on your hands.
I mean, like you're going to
Dude,
the
I'm
tub
telling you, there's so many
regardless.
times where like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, did you shit? And I go to pull the diaper, and you get your finger, and you pull your finger out. There's this shit on it. You're like, oh, that was fucking sweet. So I mean, that stuff happens, and
Okay,
it's
great.
like, yeah. I know what it smells like.
That's
but I
not
still-
chocolate. All right.
Yeah.
Oh damn it! I
I
was
had to
hoping.
be sure. That's not the Hershey Special
No, it's
Dark.
not, it's not good. It's not good.
Oh, man.
So you look forward to shit.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a
Just
mess.
get real comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could get over that, I mean, like you said, like the people like,
It's
yeah,
so
I can't change a
fake.
diaper. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
But
I'm not really.
You'll be fine.
That's going to happen.
you'll be fine.
No worries.
Yeah. So the shit, man, that's one thing you're gonna be dealing with. But I will tell you what. I'll give you a dad hack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move
So
into dad
let's
hacks.
go into dad hacks real quick. Yeah, grab yourself some.
Drink bourbon.
Drink bourbon.
Hack number 1.
Rule number 1. Bourbon's number 1. Puke. Spit up. After you feed your child, don't go playing like airplane with them. Laying on the ground, holding them above your head, and like,
Good call.
because you've seen the videos of
I've
people
seen-
getting puke in their mouth,
Yeah,
like
That's
thank
where
you.
all those videos
puke
come
on the
from.
face. I've gotten it on me. Like I don't know if I've ever gotten like my face though. Maybe I have.
And you know what the thing is
Spit
about
up,
puke?
but I don't know about puke.
I mean, like spit up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like after
Spit up I've definitely gotten.
spit up after like after feeding them. Just like get the burp, get a good
Shit
burp, and you'll
smells
know.
so bad. Too.
Exactly. Because the poop
It's
is
just-
like, we've all smelled shit before.
Yeah,
Right.
sour milk
The,
on
the
you.
spit
It's
up
like
is like, ugh.
It's like
Yeah.
bile.
you know what the worst
and-
part is too is removing your shirt after having like spit up on your like
Right.
it goes over your
Well, that's-
face
yeah,
and
yeah.
it goes over your hair and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go there. I gotta take a shower now.
Right.
So it's
right.
like so don't do
Even,
not play.
Even the rag on the shoulder to me is kind of like, ooh.
Yeah,
Even though you're ready for it.
yeah, it's still gonna happen.
dude,
Yeah.
dad hack. Buy all the burp cloths or
Yeah.
what do you call those?
Spit up cloths or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the hell they're cloths.
Have
Cloth.
plenty
Get
of
some-
them.
Just get
Just
towels,
so many of
whatever.
them.
Yeah.
Because you'll use them later too.
Yeah.
Like I use them all the time. Like even now, kids are in the bath. I'll just put a bunch of those down outside the tub because they fucking splash everywhere.
Oh yeah. All bathtubs, man. Well, it's always a good time.
Great for polishing the car.
polish the car, man.
Absolutely.
Just anything, man. You'll use them forever. So
You use them on the old bourbon glasses.
Yeah.
Sure.
we usually sit around and shine our bourbon glasses for a while.
That's what we
One of my
do.
favorite pastimes.
Saloon bartender.
It was all day just sitting there.
So there I was,
So there was
shining my glasses.
2003 coach would put me in. We'd gone state.
Yeah, that's a really good dad hack though. Like, don't be playing airplane or like tossing your kid up because you're gonna do that kind of stuff.
You're
and
right,
that's
you're
fine.
going to.
You
Hold
should
it up
do
like,
that.
woo!
Just not
Surprise.
right
Yeah.
after they eat.
Yeah, get a good burp, and you'll know the good burp too.
Oh yeah.
There'll be like a little one, and all of a sudden it's like,
You'll feel it.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, you know when it's like actually done.
you know, man. I used to put Sam up a little bit higher, so his like gut was like on my shoulder a little bit,
nice.
so there's a little bit of
Little
pressure,
pressure.
and it's kind of give him a good burp. And man, he would get this kid.
Hey, that's a dad hack.
Yeah, I guess it
Yeah,
is.
it really is.
Utilize
I
the
guess,
shit.
I'll,
Well,
toot my
and
own-
like-
I guess I'll toot my own horn.
Do
here.
it.
Sam has from day one had the most manly burps and farts. Like
Dude, that kid's been a man since he came out.
this kid, he's a
Really?
beast, man. He's like,
Dude, he's got like this power gut. Like, you know when you see like a bodybuilder
Yeah, like a
and like
power
they have
lifter.
those like, power lifter where
he's-
they
he's
have
just
like
solid,
these
man.
abs
Just
that like
sticks
aren't
out.
necessarily defined, but like you can tell it's freaking solid. Like
Yeah.
that's his kid.
Nice.
He's got,
a
like-
beast, man. He's
He's a beast.
tall. He's just a big. He's not me. Like he's not. That's not from my side of the family. He's big, man.
Kind of looks like me.
I saw a picture. Like I'm talking to Newbert last night. I'm like looking at. I'm like here's Sam right now because he's waiting for me to come home. And I'm like, dude, he kind of looks like you, dude.
He kind of does
Kinda
actually.
weird. And I'm like,
He's
a
got the
little
lighter
beard.
hair.
yeah, he does. He
right.
doesn't look like me at all,
Yeah.
man. And my other son Ben is like 100% me.
Your twin.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
everything. So it's hilarious. But Sam's farts though are just incredible. Like he'll just sit there and be like, I can't even.
Dude's
tell you,
just,
man.
dude's
It's
just a gas machine.
He is, and he'll go like farted. I'm like, I
So
know, dude.
funny
I'm
when
like, I
they
think the
laugh.
neighbors heard
He
it.
says it.
Dude, when
He
they
calls
laugh,
it out.
oh my god, it's the best.
Have you taught him the rocket, the buttercup? None of that.
No, I
yet?
haven't taught him that yet.
That could backfire on you, but
it could.
definitely something you want to
He
pass down to your
already,
children.
he already thinks farting is amazingly funny, so I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god, man. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
not like
Is it ever not funny? You know?
I'm 35
Yeah.
and farts are
Right.
hilarious to me.
So funny.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
This is good.
Please
This
tell
is
me.
what I did in the office one day. I told this guy in my office, I go, hey, when somebody comes in here, just throw your pen on the floor. And he's like, all right. So he throws his pen on the floor, and I do one of these. Like the shoulder fart. And it sounded so real. This guy went to go pick up the pen. So he picks up the pen. I do the fart. He jumps up. And he goes, whoop! And he literally kind of ran out of the office. I'm like, dude, he thought he farted.
He thought he
He thought he farted. He literally goes, whoop! Like, and he got up and he walked out. I swear to God, that's a true story.
You
amazing.
convinced somebody that they farted.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh my
I'm like, the fact that he actually thought he farted was incredible.
Great
I'm
job,
like,
man.
you
I'm
didn't
so
feel
proud
that?
of you.
Oh, so
That's
dude,
amazing.
That's my proud dad moment.
Thanks, man.
And that's organic too.
It
It wasn't
was-
a fart machine.
It was
that was
that's
all
the
you.
old- that's the old- dude, you got to dig in. The
No
shoulder.
app.
You got to get in there
Yeah.
deep like this. And it's like
That's
and
solid.
It sounds
phenomenal.
dense. Like
So
there's some
good.
pressure
it does,
behind
there's
it.
some good pressure. There's a lot of
Yeah.
air, man. It's like
That's great.
That's so good.
I'm sorry, I had to tell you guys that story because I'm very proud of that.
You should be.
His reaction was amazing. We still talk about it in the office. And so
Yeah, to convince somebody that they farted that's not easy to do.
I did that.
That's like Inception. That's fart Inception.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow, you just went deep.
That's fart Inception. Big time.
That's what she said.
That's what she went deep. Okay. Sorry.
there you go.
You got a dad hack for him?
All right, so dad hack from me. Oh God, now I don't want to do my normal because you came up with a great one.
Do you have anything like when they're really young like that?
Well,
we
I
kinda
kind of
got into
talked
the
about
routine.
like walking around, checking every window. That was a big one.
Yeah.
But the other thing I guess would be having something that keeps you occupied that will also keep him occupied. So that sounds like kind of general. But like I said, for Sloan, it was Game of Thrones. Like for some reason, she would be so into it. And like people are going to like, oh, that's crazy. Why would you let your infant watch Game of Thrones? They don't know what the fuck they're
No,
watching.
they're
watching colors.
It's a screen with people moving around. They're not
But,
picking up
like,
any of the dialogue.
We bonded so freaking hard watching that show.
Yeah.
Like she would just snuggle up to me and watch, and she would be all excited and like that. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Like she would
Great
get
intro.
like as soon as that came on, she would know, and she would stop crying and she would like snuggle up to me.
That was like her cue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it worked like ridiculously.
Yeah, if you could, that's a great dad hack. Because if you could find something that works for your kid, like a song or something. There's
Yeah.
a specific song that I would play, And no matter how bad Ben was flipping out in the car, I would play that song. And as soon as the beginning of the song started, he would just stop crying.
Yeah.
And, and he would
It's
pass
amazing
out.
what
It was
music
like,
can do for
Was
kids.
it the remix to Ignition by R. Kelly?
obviously.
I mean,
He's like, oh,
Obviously. Yeah, just in the back, just bobbing. And it's like, yeah, man. It works, though. Like, if you can
it
find
really
something like
does.
that, yeah.
Find like
If you can
something that
find
you
it.
can bond with. Like, the reality is when they're that little, like you can't talk to them.
Sure.
Like you should talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
But like they're not
they're not
understanding
gonna
you.
verbalize.
Like
You're
you're
just
not
making
going
noises
to.
at that point.
But if you can find something that calms him down, that you can stand, right? Because in a couple years it's going to be Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or
Yeah, there's a dad hack right
Can
there.
we touch on that real quick?
Absolutely.
I told my wife, if we had girls, obviously Disney princesses all the way.
Mm-hmm.
You can't avoid that.
Yeah.
Can I avoid Disney with boys?
No.
Can I avoid Disney with boys?
No, you can't.
I can't.
No.
But
I
you
can't
don't
just-
want to.
I can't shove Rocky.
You don't want
I'll be
to.
honest with you,
Ninja
man.
Turtles.
You don't want to.
You'll,
like-
there's some good shit out there,
There's
man.
some really good shit out there.
Yeah.
So number one,
But Disney's so expensive.
what do you mean? Oh, like going
Disney
to Disney?
World. Yeah, because
Dude,
you know that's like, hey, we
You-
gotta go
you
to
don't
have
Disney.
time?
You don't have to go there, man.
Do we have time?
Do we have time to touch on Disney?
I mean, we could touch anything.
I fucking love Disney.
Well, here's the thing. I hear you on that, and I can be sold on it because there is a Star Wars theme park
there's
now.
Star Wars,
sure.
there's Marvel,
So,
there's
yeah.
all, there's so much cool
there's so many
shit.
things that your kids are.
And they serve beer.
Let's put it this way, man.
Okay. Hey.
You want to talk about a magical moment is when your kid, say your kid loves, Ian's kid, for example, loves cars, loved cars.
Oh my god.
Cars.
It was like his
Dude, I'm gonna
favorite-
show you this video.
Loved his favorite thing in the world. And he got to see Joe Mater for the first time. And the video of him seeing him for the first time, that's the trip right there.
Dude,
the money.
he's talking about this
So
video.
worth it.
This is not even my son. This is like a video that
my
I saw.
God.
That, like you see that and it's like, dude, everything that I just did was worth it. Like that was it.
The $5,000 trip right there.
100%.
Because I mean, like,
100%.
it's those moments like that. I have a video of my son watching. I took him to his first baseball game. It was a captain's game, and we watched fireworks. It was just the two of us. We were watching the fireworks, and I have this video of him, and I'm taking a video of his face, like his reaction watching the fireworks. And that video, just to look on his face while he's looking at the fireworks, was like the most amazing thing. I watched it the other day. It came up on my Snapchat like memories, and I'm
yeah.
like goosebumps, man. Like that
Yeah.
that moment right there was my favorite thing of all time. I'm like, I could go back to that moment.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
just those little things, man.
for the like Disney specific, for as hectic and expensive and everything else that it is magical.
It is. It is a magical place.
Dead serious right here.
Yes.
Hands are out.
What's
Here.
amazing to me,
It is magical.
dude, they know what they're doing.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
you know what's
they know what
amazing?
they're doing.
You know what's amazing about Disney? Is
That's
like,
what I'm trying to like. I'm like, can I avoid it? Because their grass, their reach
you don't
is
need
just
to.
so far.
No, just don't.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, though, man. Like I love Disney movies as a kid, but I never went there until I was 19 years old. So
We were supposed to go in,
We were supposed to
April.
April. We were supposed to take our. There's 3 families going,
Yeah.
and obviously
and
COVID.
that got canceled,
Yeah.
which sucks.
It does suck. It
But
was
we're gonna
a
go
pain,
next year. We're
But,
gonna have to,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to. but
Well,
dude,
there's
Disney.
a lifestyle Millennium
Disney-
Falcon there that I have to see. So
Yes.
Yeah. So Disney is.
Dude,
Disney,
you know what's
Disney movies
amazing?
are good.
As a Star Wars fan, you go to Hollywood Studios and you're just walking around the park. Maybe you're going to check out Toy Story, and stormtroopers will just like come up on you.
yeah, I'm down for that.
It's amazing.
It's
so cool.
badass.
I have a full size poster in my basement right now of when my kid met Chewbacca, and it
yeah?
was awesome.
So they blew it up for you.
So we took the picture and blew it up. Yeah,
But those are the moments. Like so, in short, those are like the moments that are worth it.
Yeah.
it is. They do such a good job. Like, all right. So the cool thing about Disney for me is it is clean.
Yeah.
You never see anyone cleaning up. Like, I feel like they have people that work there in plain clothes.
So it is magic.
It's literally magic.
No one's working. They just
Five.
and on
I'm
5.
just gonna, I'm just gonna stay down here.
Stay down there. Just stay down there.
No,
Grab the mic.
it's,
Just lean back.
it's so incredible. So Gibbs has been to Disney twice, Sloan once. I can't wait to go back.
I'm excited to go, man. I can't
It
wait.
is worth every penny.
So in a nutshell, you have to spend $5,000. You're not getting out of it.
No, you don't even really have to. So stay off property. I've never stayed on property.
Yeah, I
Like,
heard they hose you on that.
I mean, so look, There's certain hotels that like you can get Mickey to come deliver ice cream and shit like that, and that would be cool. But I think the savings that you can have off property, and like by the way, that's with renting a sweet minivan.
Oh,
That's how we talked about it before.
Yeah.
We had an Escalade.
Hey.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but we just did.
Nice.
No, that just worked out.
Murdered out or
Obviously. 22s.
nice.
Spree wells.
But no, like stay off property. Like there's tons of properties out that are like 4 miles from the park. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's
it's
close.
fine. And then you can plan everything out. Like we had, how many meetings did we have on our
like
trip?
5. Like just
yeah.
we would just get together. I had no idea what was going on because there's a lot to figure out, man.
There is a ton. But it's
Let's get a
incredible.
travel agent.
I can't wait to go.
Because I mean, you got to rent strollers, right?
You don't have to.
take your
You don't have
stroller.
to.
You can take your
You
stroller.
can take a stroller.
Dude,
Oh, because you drove down.
we were
No.
we were gonna
You
fly.
Oh, you flew and then
Bro.
got the rental.
We didn't.
Bro.
Go, I didn't go with them.
right.
This is our trip was supposed to be in April. We didn't go.
so when we went, we took our stroller with us on the plane,
Okay.
and they'll like plane check it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Take
no
your own
worries.
stroller and then
and that's solid for while you're waiting
Yeah.
to be able to board. You can have all your stuff right there, and you have the kids with you.
What's it like flying on a plane with 2 kids?
It hasn't been bad,
Yeah.
but we started early.
I might drive down there just because I'm terrified of flying.
Oh,
Okay,
really? You
yeah.
don't like flying?
Don't like it.
just rent an RV.
Yeah.
It'd be badass.
Yeah. That's a serious Clark Griswold move.
Yeah, that's.
Seriously.
That's memories. Yeah.
It could be, man.
You
You
could
could
totally
make
do
some
that.
stops and make it a whole trip,
Sure.
man.
Listen, if you don't like flying, yeah, go all
I
out.
don't like it.
Rent
Brian
a good
was gonna
van.
drive.
What's that?
Perry's
Oh
gonna
yeah, they
drive.
were gonna drive. Yeah, they got 3 kids.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
So yeah, we could go on about that.
flying with 2 isn't bad, but I don't know about 3. Flying with 1
You're
was
outnumbered.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're outnumbered. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. That's a terrifying thought.
But no, Disney's incredible. My favorite memory, I mean, the Mater moment was great.
Yeah.
But my favorite was the first time. It was just Gibbs, so Sloan wasn't born yet, and we were waiting in line at some tent at Magic Kingdom to meet Goofy, and Goofy came up, and we were like probably like 15 people back, or 15 families, whatever, and he looked up and was just like, "Oh my God, it's Goofy! It's Goofy! That's Goofy!" And I'm in that moment right now. I can remember him saying, like, "That's Goofy," and it was just worth everything that we paid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like tenfold. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His eyes light up.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's
just
cool,
like-
man.
It's
That's,
amazing.
those are the
We
moments.
made it, you
Yeah,
know?
those are the moments, man. It's worth it. It's all.
I
it's
can
worth
imagine it.
Yeah. I mean, you can do that with any type of big. I mean, make moments with anything.
100% true.
You
100% true.
So like, yeah, you
can
can
go
avoid
to
Disney. You could.
Yeah, you can.
You don't have to.
And
do
listen, they won't know any different.
it. No, like I said,
So,
I never
like,
went.
talking
Talking
Wait.
about it, it kind of like reminded me, like, okay, Toy Story, you got Pixar.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
there are.
there's-
It's not
dude,
just
man,
like.
trust me.
There's when I think
a-
Disney, I think like Mickey and Minnie Mouse puking all over. my
Oh
house.
no.
No,
I
dude.
can't.
There's
No,
there
no.
is so many amazing Disney movies. I mean, I've watched a ton.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I'm
even the
old
new
school,
ones are
I'm
good,
old
man.
school Disney. Like I'm down with Tarzan, Hercules. I love Hercules, Lion King. You know,
Great
dude,
movies.
There,
know what I
there's a
mean?
lot of good ones. I'm telling you, get Disney
But
Plus.
the new ones are great too. Like you go to Hollywood Studios, you would love because it's Star Wars and it's Toy Story.
Do they own
and
Hollywood
it's-
Studios now?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that their thing?
Oh yeah.
Dude, they got.
Dude, Disney owns
they have
everything.
Everything.
Dude.
Yeah.
Everything.
Did you guys ever see? It was a post on Facebook. It was going around for a while, and it was a timeline. It was a fictional timeline, but it was basically, Disney acquires this, acquires that, and as they go through, there's like, like rebellion,
world
like
dominate,
like rebellion
yeah.
towards Disney, and then it says like. The 2 owners, the
Honda
2 guys,
2000.
Trey Parker and Matt, whatever the guys that do South Park.
Oh, yeah.
They're like the last resistance, and like finally they get bought out, and then like they go to Mars. Like Disney goes, like says like Disney lands on Mars, like 2056. Like you know what I mean?
Dude, it wouldn't
It's
shock
one of the
me.
if I find it, it's one of the
Oh
funniest
yeah.
things ever.
So good.
And then at the end, there's just like this statue of Mickey, and
Yeah.
it's basically depicting Hitler. Like
Yeah,
it's
right.
ridiculous, dude. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I'm just
Dude,
like,
they've
that's
got
crazy.
it cornered and it's incredible
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's also so worth it.
Yeah.
It's
So,
amazing. Yeah,
for sure, man.
for sure.
Dude, we covered some good shit here. I think you're ready. You don't need anything else.
You're ready,
good.
man.
We took care of
It'll
it.
be cool.
You're fine.
I can't wait
You
to have
seem
you
like
back.
you have the right mindset, and you're ready for it, man. It's gonna be exciting.
I'm pumped for it.
It's gonna be a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Of awesome and crazy.
Yeah, can't say it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be easy.
No.
Definitely can't go in there with that mindset.
No.
But like, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, just
It'll be
expect
good.
it to be.
You will quickly figure out that like everything that you think is a big deal is not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
it's pretty.
what
good.
I remember.
Yeah.
Is like, oh man, I thought like the expensive diapers or changing diapers or
It's all just
all that stuff.
a
like, it's-
microcosm of just everything that's going. I mean, the whole thing is amazing, and it's like you said, finding the things that are just so minuscule, like not even a big deal. It's not. You figure it out, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's really a good time,
good.
and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And like I said, you've been on this show, so you're
Now you're definitely a pro.
You're a pro dad.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and we gave you a hat. So
Yeah.
we just magically put it on your hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
It's official.
It's a bourbon dad, and you had some
Been
bourbon.
dying for one of these.
There you go,
I
man.
had to earn it though.
Yeah,
you did. And
You
tonight
earned it.
You did.
You
You
earned
did.
it.
You did
Yeah.
good. So
Thanks, guys.
well, thank
Feels
you.
better
Thanks for
that you
coming
earned
on,
it.
Yeah.
and thank you for give us some food tips.
Yeah, of course. Hey,
I'm hungry.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
Damn
100%
straight.
you will.
Damn
Guaranteed.
I love it. Cool. So that is the episode for the Talking Dads. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, the Twitter, and all your podcasts.
All of them.
Not going to go through them.
Whatever you listen to.
We're on all of them. Just find us.
Just find us. Whatever your favorite podcasts.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the podcast. Please drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. And in the meantime, raise good humans.
Thank you.
Peace.
Hey guys, if you love what you just heard or watched, and we know you did, do us a solid and hit that thumbs up. Share with your friends and throw us a comment, literally about anything. Your support legit keeps us going. Oh, and don't forget to give us that 5-star rating. We really appreciate you.